welcome back to All Guts No Glory, episode 7. They died, they lived, they impersonated some pirates, and now they're stalking their friend's dad. Yeah, we're at a restaurant, they're stalking. Okay, we're full! So, when we left off, the pirate impersonating gang arrived at the restaurant. They're a good bit early. They are hiding a gradient of skill levels. Some are hiding well, some are hiding poorly, and the other 3 are on their way. I'd say, we ended with you guys hiding. I'll say the rest of you arrive. So quickly, you see Niles. You don't really see the other 2, but you see Niles standing behind a pole.
How's it going, Niles?
We're here to kill Granger's father.
Rat, I have bad news. It looks like they beat us to it. So lucky. Now Granger gets to kill his own daddy now.
No way.
Where's Granger?
Oh my god,
Granger?
So hidden.
Granger?
I'm standing behind the bush next to you and you can't see me.
Granger, are you your dad or what? Because rats, I can only intervene for so long.
I'll step out of my hiding space.
Shocked.
Granger, where are you?
I also
Not very shocked. I don't have stats one, I'll be fine.
we
Definitely.
Full cardiac arrest.
Wait, would you roll for that one?
Oh,
Oh, yeah, you scream. And your little fairy heart's beating so fast.
Sorry,
She
guys.
starts falling to like the Rat, what'd you roll?
17.
Yeah, you're fine. You're like, I saw her. Like this, or like, you're a pirate, so I saw him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
You're all in drugs.
You had a 1. You were like, who is this man? I've never seen him before.
Worry not. It's Truity, everyone. I just look like a man. But it's me.
As Winnie has her dagger out, like, toothpick to her.
She's gonna toothpick you to death.
I like the new outfits, you guys.
Where's Granger?
Thank you.
Are these illusions? Or are you like actually wearing their skin?
I'm what is it, Niles?
Really?
Is illusions. The clothes.
It's smooth.
The clothes are
I would say it's not their flesh.
Not their meat suits.
I mean,
The clothes, but you did an illusion for the face.
yeah. At least on myself.
That's gonna start to stink. Well, the skin. There's not enough time to tan the hide. Yeah, it's just anyway.
We're here.
So we haven't looked inside.
You're still hiding.
I was gonna say I'm still calling for Granger.
I unhide. I step out.
Everyone roll for shock again.
Everyone?
No, you see your
19.
You're like, oh, there you are. You like saw him right before he stepped out.
That's a 7.
You're startled, but it's not enough to kill you. If you got 2 1s in a row, you would have fainted. But you are like, again.
I do move around like
Whoa.
Rat?
18.
Yeah, you're like, oh, yeah, there he is.
So Granger, are you gonna kill your dad? Because Rat's
Okay,
really
we
chomping at the bit to
don't
do it.
know if he's here. So I go into the restaurant.
Well, he's not here yet. You guys were like
Yeah,
30
like-
minutes early.
yeah.
Mhm.
We should
So
probably
He has a reservation, though.
Can we eat while we're waiting?
At least the dirty pizza should have because like
Yeah, you guys decide to stay like pirates, and this
Yeah.
is an establishment that takes reservation for a very specific clientele. So you all are.
I step out of my
You are grooming me in another kind of way.
I step out of my hiding place.
Let's
You all ruined it.
We're hiding, so
disperse because if we are a club together and a group, then when Granger's father comes, we want to scare him before we can kidnap him.
I mean, we don't look very scary. Well, except for you. But maybe Rat can hide.
where?
Well, they gotta have too. They dirty.
I imagine it's in a separate part of town.
That's different
It's
from
probably-
the normal.
it's a pirate.
It's been since anyone has showered.
I showered
Quite a
last
few days ago.
What's a shower?
I fell in the water a little bit.
I missed it by that woman, so I
Yeah, you
showered
did.
today.
It-
So yeah.
You've been trying to say something for 7
No, it's
You
good.
did.
Well, I just think it's safe to say that any shower that we've had has been involuntary water on us.
So I know, you live in the woods and stuff.
Yeah.
But, here in the not woods place,
Yeah.
we do typically recommend some sort of.
I will say, I rewatched footage. When you were in the teenage boys' room, you did steal like 7 cans backs.
You
I did.
You did.
I have it on my list.
Crack it open.
Surreptitiously.
Just
Does that do a negative to his stealth?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
you
good.
rolled the net.
You have a negative to your stealth.
I hate civilization so every
Well, look, the civilization hates this woody odor you got
I'm-
going on. So.
I knew the feeling was mutual. I should
Can we just, short version for summary's sake, that we all kind of catch each other up?
I spray
On
and
the
Niles'
plan.
directions.
About your pirating adventures, they tell you
that we're
about
gonna
they
meet
spoke
them with
to-
a trade off
I think
and
you
I spray
over
right
like
into them.
gotcha.
Yeah.
you guys catch yourselves up fully.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Would you like
we're
your
gonna
own?
meet for business deal, get a little more information about this organization, get to meet your father, who happens to be our contact.
Nervous.
I am trying not to focus on if I am by sticking to the mission, which
I'd
I
be
would
nervous.
want to know
Mhm.
I'd be really nervous.
if the brothel
Mm.
that craft whose real name is Velveeta,
No, it's a bear.
who's that wait,
You got this. Yep.
The
Yep.
pirate's mistress.
yes, the pirate's
The pirate
cheesy
of
mistress.
Which I forgot which one of you is dressed as him, but one of you are.
If that's
Wow, we
close
missed
enough
something,
to
didn't
investigate
we?
before if this is
Like 30 minutes until your father.
yes,
I don't think you can get there end of a conversation in the span of 30 minutes.
it's probably far away from
unless
this
you
nice
get
place.
to get back after the dinner to meet the shipment. So you
Yeah.
do have a tight schedule.
So time is of the essence. So when you go in, I would just recommend just walking in with just real quick, and then when you're done, and then go.
What's your best
He
at?
has
You're also in disguise, so they won't even know that it's his son killing his dad.
True, I could.
Just a random act of
I
Yeah,
could
I
just-
announced loudly to the entire street.
Does your dad know anything about you, Granger?
Do you know anything about you?
Who knows their
Say
father?
some words and like get what you need to off your
There's
chest.
there's a little bit of
Back
closure I
to
need, and then
Oh God, what is that gonna take?
Yeah, we really need to get back to
Nice.
the ship, Frank.
Nice.
And
Oh,
too long, I'll
I
start
have
stabbing
followed you for 2 days.
And we found your father. The least we could do is expedite whatever this business is.
Just say, look, really. If I could just make a personal recommendation, just
Yeah.
based on someone
Yeah.
who is also estranged from their family of origin,
Go for it.
these things can drag out for quite some time. It's better to just nip it in the bud.
Okay.
Just
Do
I'll.
you think you can do a tight 15?
We'll keep it. Yeah, I'll keep it. I've been thinking about that. We'll keep it within 15 minutes.
Wait, I always knew time.
Are you sure the one you don't
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. No, I appreciate it, but yeah.
Is it in your note? You wrote it down.
No, this is old lesson.
Okay.
That's a good question.
No, I know things.
A lot of this.
I know a lot of things.
Yes.
Do you want to
Niles knows lots of
conversation and
things.
stuff? Like,
How dare you
yeah.
insinuate he doesn't know?
Will you be so?
Dad roll. Who wants to be the dad?
Oh,
Who wants to role play?
I'll be the dad.
Right.
I walk up to Rat in a flurry of emotion that is both this situation and outside of it. I'm like, you son of a bitch! I punch Rat in the face.
Oh God, the violence.
Oh God. This is not what I meant.
You take the
Roll the
punch?
punch as well.
Yeah.
It's a 19.
That's a 20.
Whoa!
So you crit.
I've hit Rat twice. I've crit Rat twice.
I feel terrible.
And you know what? Granger's really been acting on all of our behalf.
So you just fucking slug Rat.
I'm your butt again.
Oh, no, so he slugs you. You
Okay.
take the hit and then you bite. So your teeth are presently in Granger.
In Granger, they've stayed.
Yes.
Take the 8.
You had 8 damage. Roll for bite damage. I don't know what dice you have. 14?
Wait. Well, okay. Do fists do? I bet they do.
An
1d4,
unarmed
not
is a
1d6.
D4.
Armed is a D4. Okay,
Yeah.
never mind. Then it is.
Should I roll?
Then it is 8.
Well, assuming it's another
8
unarmed.
damage.
Or teeth would be natural weapon like a claw, so that's a d6.
Yes.
Oh my god!
16.
You punch her for whatever you said, then she bites you for a much larger number.
Very
I'm
strong.
like, feeling this.
Still in. She is
Like when you're
looking at
training
release.
attack dogs, and the police like,
I don't even understand.
She has lockjaw.
Blood.
Help, Mama. Get the leash.
I grab it. Okay, roll two.
It's because Red is currently mouth and
Yes.
the Granger seems up over the legs and shoulders to get around the neck with my claw.
wait, so can we back up slightly? Ease of reaction. Can I cast shield on Granger to give him plus to his AC?
Yes,
Oh,
it's really fast.
Retro. Okay, if I missed it, I missed it.
Like push Rat off with the shield, like kind of bludgeon it.
Yeah.
Should I roll
it's
for the
Yeah,
thing?
go for it.
What am I rolling for?
So you're rolling.
oh no, shield's only on myself. No.
Oh no, it's already on Rat. It's been the raspberry, the prickly poison thing.
So just
16.
you yank Rat off, but a good chunk of flesh. What's it a gauntlet?
Yeah, it's like leather.
So you did take damage, so
Like
it
a
wasn't really
falconer.
deep. It like fully rips apart your gauntlet.
Sure.
Rat, no, that.
This is not what I meant when I said talk to you, Dad.
Rat, it's role play.
Look, I think we've far outstripped role playing at this point.
No.
You did like a safe word. You know that
It's
it's very important.
It was when she tore into my flesh.
You did
It was
punch
when we
Rat,
ended
though.
role play.
You did punch Rat.
The contract states the blood should not be drawn. That is when the person who does not like what's going on calls out red. That's how it's done.
Oh, right. Yeah. So Rat,
I'm right. You're listening.
this is an
really
important
been
day.
the arc of
This
this
is
show,
important.
huh?
Clear.
Sexes and you have consent. You got
I'm prepared for the world.
Niles is now a worldly
He's got
creature.
time. He's got consent. He's
You're
ready
also
for
Father.
this.
Is Rat, are you poisonous? I don't think we've ever established
Oh,
whether
yeah,
some
do I-
venom or like.
There's some sort of toxin attached to this creature. There's something unwholesome and infectious.
I bet even if a rat itself like is not naturally poisonous, like just
Are there, is
by
there a
nature of
disease vector?
There's
right,
some
rat saliva, general grind getting into my blood.
sewer
Those
creature,
bites.
right? Like, well,
Yeah,
A lot of thumbs in your stomach, so
Innocent of all.
I can roll a fort save. If you
do we need me to
That-
just sit on
We're
it
sorry.
again?
This
Is that?
is not the game.
Do we need me to wait?
I
Constitution
have Rat by his rosary, her rosary,
You could
just supervising.
Okay, I would love to roll this.
Also,
feel like
deathly afraid of that.
13 Constitution
you
save.
don't feel like you're sick, but you are still very worried.
I am.
Rat is an unknowable
I
creature
am
with
worried.
unknowable germs, but
That is-
you don't feel like the wound is just like a bite. Like it's not turning like red or purple or any other scary color.
Yet.
It's just yet. That's why it's 13.
Do you
There's,
want it to?
there's some
Anyone have
uncertainty.
detect poison?
Can I roll for medicine? Like maybe I can like use the plants around us.
Okay,
Stress.
How much time before my dad comes?
Like 15 minutes.
Like 15 minutes. Cool. I cast Good Berry. I give 5 to Rat and 5 to me. I'm like, we're cool, bro, right? We're cool, bro. That's 5 HP. I got some blood to wash off. I'm just me, my dad. It's a very big deal.
So
Yeah,
he's
you're amped up, ready
Okay.
for father confrontation
You've punched, and maybe you can
In
direct
punch.
that punch to him.
with teeth.
Yeah, I got this.
I just hope the
Are you-
wiggles are out now.
Is that
No more
touching on?
fighting.
This has been really,
say
yes, it
no.
was.
This is only the beginning.
And then,
So, so have you taken a loss to your strength?
no, I've got,
puncher now.
well, unless I've taken any actual functional ability score damage.
You
I
could shoot your
actually-
dad with an arrow. Wait a minute. What are we even talking about? You
If
don't
I'm gonna
see
assassinate my dad. I gotta talk to him first.
But why?
But
There's so
if you pin him,
You can just
pin
device
him.
damage.
and then stab him with an arrow.
There's also the amount of scene that we're making.
Yeah,
It's really
it's like
nice.
really
restaurant.
Yes, I'm surprised nobody's coming.
Heard the yelling and like stuck his head out the door kind of, and then he sees that you two are all standing apart. He like
It's
looks
just-
at you like this is bad for the restaurant, but he doesn't like actively kick you out. because you're outside.
Right.
But he is very aware of like, oh, there are hooligans out.
How did we all notice this?
It was not subtle.
Wait,
like there,
wait,
you know,
wait.
in the
I don't know,
act
there was
of
a lot of
punch
biting and
violence,
punching.
like,
It was very
definitely a
distracting.
scream of some kind by someone, perhaps one of you as you watched it. That noise was produced, and that is what summoned him. And you know, he's like the look was very much like, do I need to call the guards? Which he may do.
Okay.
This
We don't know if he'll do it or not.
Yeah.
But like he was not trying to be particularly subtle.
I think we should leave this immediate area until
so here's
just like around the corner,
So-
down the street. Just get a few feet of space, right? We'll see them walking up, but like let's just kind of like shuffle off for a minute.
I think we should, and this is not a condoning of anything past this, but I think we should jump him. And
Your
like,
dad?
this interaction should not happen in a nice restaurant. It should happen in an alley next to the nice restaurant.
Some
or
question
like,
mark profit.
Or we need to
Yes.
so that he can be taken
But-
by
But
surprise.
how are
100%,
we going to get him
100%.
into the alley? Because what reason would he have to go down a nasty alley?
Have you ever-
You
He's
can
a-
collar off me and
Suggestion. Suggestion.
Or brute force.
Hmm.
Yes.
We can just
That is kind of a good idea if you were trustworthy in any sense of the word.
What's your suggestion, Rose?
No,
No.
the spell suggestion that can get him
Trustworthy.
down the corner, down an
He wants me to take the rosary off of her neck and put it around your dad's neck.
No,
I
no.
thought about it.
See my statement in
It's
context.
honestly not worth it. I have one more cast of suggestion. I can use that.
I have.
Can I roll to hide? Or stealth?
He thinks I'm his contact anyway, right?
In the same, because the restaurant is like on a road. You know what direction he's coming from. You're hiding the same side or different sides.
I
I'm gonna hide
I-
in plain sight.
Oh, okay, you're just kind of
I
like immersing back into the columns.
Pull up like newspapers.
Yeah,
You're
there you
just
go.
like a pirate, aren't you?
will you build
You
this?
sure are.
How inconspicuous.
Will you build this street up for me? Like
The docks are
Like-
nearby.
like
they must venture
the,
out
the
this far.
building density. Is this like wall to? Are we looking at the streets of like
This is very
King's Landing?
So the restaurant has like greenery beside it because it's
Okay.
like it exists kind of as its own on the block. On the other side, there are also buildings, but they're like shops. Like you are still in like the city.
Yeah.
It's just that like this spot is like beyond it returns like more city, but you are in like uptown. Like it's nice.
Is it a toy shop?
Ooh. I'd say maybe like a block away. Like you can kind of see it, but it's not like extremely close. But you could go to it.
She's just gonna hide in like one of the windows of like the shops on the other side of the
Sure. Like in front of the glass or behind it?
in front of the
In front of the glass. Okay.
She's just gonna sit and like hide in the
Yeah,
shadows.
absolutely. A couple of them are again. This is uptown, so it's pretty like nice. Like there's like a little bit of whimsy, like storefront, like shop displays of like you could be this housewife serving this pot roast in a expensive liquor set. Like yeah, you could definitely like immerse yourself into like the narrative of the storefront.
So I rolled a 7, but I am Lissandro, the young guy.
That's true.
I'm
So you're still a pirate. That's hard to overcome because again, this fancy in front of a fancy restaurant. You do succeed in looking like you're like looking at one of like the shop windows, like you're kind of distanced a little bit, like you're near, but you're not like in front of the restaurants. You're a little less conspicuous. You are still a pirate, but you're doing pretty good considering that you are a pirate. You're not like actively threatening the maitre d' in the same way. Okay, so that's nice.
I rolled a 10 for stealth.
So it depends on like how he is going to approach if he will see you or not. Because like you're kind of in front of the glass, but you're like flush with it. Like it's very clear that is a form and not like within it, depending on the angle. If he's not paying attention, which really why would he be? He probably won't notice. But if he's like alertly like scanning the perimeter, again you're small, so the odds are not great that he'll see you. But you aren't really fooling anyone too well.
She's not really trying to. She's just trying to stay like inconspicuous enough because he knows her voice.
That's true.
And so like she's gonna be the first person that he looks for.
Well,
Assuming
he's going to look for someone who's like generally like feminine presenting based on voice alone. But beyond that, he has no idea that you're like a fae. He has kind of nothing to go on.
but as soon as like she sees him, she's gonna like
Yeah.
fly out and meet him. She's
Yeah.
just
Okay. Until
finding
that
some
point,
place
just
that
trying to
nobody
kind of,
else is
yeah.
gonna really care.
Cool. Yeah. You're doing fine. Anyone else want to hide?
I sit down on the curb and start rifling through my big bag of stuff. It's very loud.
I think I'm dressed as the captain.
I believe so.
And so, but
No,
the
you are-
reason I asked about
I'm
You're
the
the first
captain.
man.
You're the first
You're
man.
his lover.
So yes,
Duh.
And Niles was fancy.
yes.
the reason I asked about building density
Mhm.
is because the prevalency of alleys. Like, are these like
Mm.
buildings that are sort of like spaced apart pretty nicely, like in a nice area, or is it like building to building, these sort of, like overhang, like nonsense, you know what I'm talking about? Like, but you're imagining like ye olde street that's got that's
Like a British
lined with
apartment building where it's just like
Yeah, like a
3
private-
blocks
yeah.
of all.
Is it like desk,
I
or
would
is
say
it
the
like
storefronts are all pretty close together.
uh-huh?
And like it's a storefront, there's like apartments above, so you got like fire escapes, ye old fire escape. I would say at some point
Ye
there
old is our
is.
acme, right? Exactly.
I want to
Yeah.
exist. I just put ye old in front of it. Yeah, we're all good.
It's good company,
Mhm.
I won't.
probably, and they account for a lot of this nation's food.
I would say there is probably like an alley at some point, just because like people can get in and out.
Yeah.
But it's. I don't see him coming down from one of them, but I could see him
No.
into one.
Yeah, not
But
coming
it
down.
won't-
I just want one that you
Yeah.
might walk next to.
It's on the other side of the street, so
That's
he's not
fine.
walking next to it. But if you want to like push him across the street, it is
Again, I'll be out with you,
Yeah.
double entendre, and I'll cast suggestion.
Okay.
Sorry,
You know,
how-
he's coming there to meet me specifically
No, he's coming-
in disguise. Is it Winnie?
Yeah, you're the
Yeah.
but you're just here because Granger's dad's here.
Oh shit! Yeah.
No.
Right.
Nothing about you.
I got everything connected.
Seems to be a young woman, and he was like, yeah, like he like comes for an investor, but
Okay.
he
That
potentially,
totally.
like,
Yeah. I
some-
fuse those things in my head.
That sounds
Yeah.
yeah. Just kind of showing his
Well, as the pirate,
disgusting idiot.
Considering he's screwed a lot of people over, I'm surprised he's so comfortable. And I'm sitting there on the curb and I write, "Dear diary, today has been an interesting day."
Well,
So-
Granger, you and I can jump.
Yeah.
And Winnie, you can catch his attention and then scoot off vertical wise, right, where he can't see. And then we get him.
Yes.
I have
I'd
a
like
feeling
to-
things are just getting started, though, based on how.
Hide in an alley. Hide. Got a dirty 20 to hide.
You were hiding somewhere.
Thank you.
You're-
I'm in the alley. I am
like,
one with the
perfectly
alley.
standing in the
Yeah.
shadow. Yeah, you are.
And I shout, "Granger, you're doing a great job!" you at all.
I sit down in front of the alley and change my minor illusion to be a large barrel around me. Should I
Congratulations on
roll,
being
or
a
is that just
It sounds like you're just being a barrel.
yeah, I'm just
I
a
mean,
barrel.
I don't say you can really fuck up being a barrel.
I mean, I
think you
don't.
could find a way.
I've seen barrels. I know what a barrel is. I've got notes on barrels. I don't think I would screw
Yeah,
up.
I think you've got this. I'm not gonna make you roll for that. I
Okay,
think
cool.
you're just barrel.
Okay.
So Novus on the curb writing.
I guess I'm still humming.
You are still kind of,
Yeah.
but I don't know how close anyone other than Granger is to the barrel. So unless you're like producing a particularly loud purr, I don't think anyone's gonna be like something's off with that barrel.
I got hey.
Yep.
Assets.
I am staring enraptured at like a catalog in the window next door of kitchenware.
Yes. At what in the window? Just in general, the window.
There's just like a poster with kitchenware on it.
Rat dreams of better times.
Rat dreams of cooking the things that Rat collects.
Will and Sonoma sponsor Rat sponsorship we want. Okay, everyone is, and you're just remaining on the curb doing your journal.
I'm journaling, yes.
You're not bothering anyone.
I wonder if Granger's going to be able to kill his dad before his dad figures out. Yes, I
Hell yeah.
before his dad realizes something is amiss. We have a weird looking group of people.
So, those final 10 minutes tick by, and, it's what, like, I think the reservation was for like 7. So, people have been on the street kind of back and forth. No one is paying attention to the humming barrel. But other than that, like, they've been
No
kind of
attention.
yep, you're doing great. You're such a good barrel. No one's kind of like really like talking to you. They're like, families going by, people on dates. So after like a decent chunk of time, you see 3 men, one of whom looks a lot like an older Granger, and they're walking towards the restaurant.
I write in my journal. He approaches. I can tell because he looks a lot like Granger. Granger, that's what you're gonna look like.
Get him, boys. Roll to get him, boys.
Winnie flies out in front of the street and like approaches the 3 men. I'm the person who comes a potential investment opportunity.
Well, our reservation opens soon. Would you like to join us? Do you have any associates you're bringing with you?
I do have a few associates, but they will also be joining us soon. They had to take care of some other business elsewhere.
Of course.
Winnie is very good at.
He looks down at you and he's like,
Lying.
"Can I help you?" I was gonna say that one of his friends does, who is also like a Wall Street-esque looking man.
No, it's fine. I'm just a peasant. Right, yes.
Are you? Let's take this inside.
All right.
Do I see? Can I, from my vantage point, see
Well, you are behind a barrel now.
this happening? I'm
The barrel, but you are behind a barrel.
Yeah, I'm like in front of the owl, or like kind of.
hell yeah. Okay, I peek up over the barrel.
Do I
That
count
is
as
Niles.
cover?
Hell yeah.
I got the
Seymour, yeah.
I'm
like trying to like gesture.
Pace.
has been like comforting you the way like a cat's purr does when it's like on you. Like you were feeling very nice. So you stick your head over that.
I try and interrupt the conversation and like come out on a line that would be like kind of cool, like
What you got?
like when she says my associates are somewhere doing something, they'll be back soon. I'm like, you would know a thing about being back soon, wouldn't you? Like step
That
out
was
from
pretty
behind
good.
the barrel. Dad.
Under my breath, I'm like, nuts!
Reminder, you
God.
are hired.
God, I've been saving that.
So Granger Senior looks at you, and again, you are a pirate. So
I'm
this
in
doesn't
pirate
rep-
clothing, but like I whip off
have-
the hat and let down the hair.
You have an illusion, don't you? Are you dropping the
Minor illusion is the barrel, everything else has been dropped.
Okay. Now I'm just like Granger in pirate clothes. I like.
dressed
But
so
you might be a pirate, he doesn't know.
I could.
Yeah.
you could be.
Granger's dad looks very disappointed.
And he just looks at you. Oh, you know about and he's like,
I say something that I think sounds really good. Probably to the larger audience sounds pretty lame.
he looks at you, and his associates look at him, and he's like, I don't know this man.
You wouldn't, would you,
And he's like,
Father?
so let us take this
I'm gonna
inside.
throw up and I'm so fucking ready.
And I'm scribbling furiously in the journal.
Because my associates did not know about this potentially dangerous relationship. Like, if you,
Winnie
If-
lies.
Potentially dangerous in the punch.
listen,
You're still process, you're going to have to run over the street to punch him.
if this person is
Girls,
in fact, look, 'cause he did call you father, and you said that you don't know who the hell he is. So,
And DNA testing hasn't been.
he's your son, and you don't know him. That means you, good sir, deadbeat father, and my associates
Frankly,
will
I
not
don't see how that's relevant.
Because if you cannot be a good father, that means you cannot be a good businessman.
Oh, believe me, there's no correlation between the two. I'm doing fine.
Clearly.
Oh, but I'm doing better than you are.
I'm-
A good father. So
Winnie has children? Question mark.
Kids.
You've abandoned your children for 3 seconds.
A mystery second dad to add.
That's
Sally.
that's father privilege. I would like to point out.
she has a cat.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're like a father of that cat.
Wow.
So
I got
So you're following him
what
with what?
would that be like a
73?
dexterity to run? To run and punch. Am I charging him?
you want to incorporate.
Okay, well, on a charge, I know if you're running for a straight line,
Uh-huh.
you can get a single attack at +2, which would be 16 to hit him.
Okay.
With my fist. Is that is he armored?
He's not. He's in a suit.
Heck yeah.
Roll
Oh.
to punch. Quick. Roll to notice something. Perception or insight, whatever you want. Yeah, never mind. Okay. So. Yeah, he's just in a suit. So you hit him.
It takes four
Yeah.
four pent up feelings.
So he stumbles into his associates who kind of like peck him.
Andrew, does your arm hurt? That wasn't a very good hit.
No. I'm so full of adrenaline right now. I feel nothing.
Hey, look, Niles, I'm writing
That was
stuff
a
down
5.
like
So
you.
he fails at slapping you, but he just called you insolent.
That's
Son, that's insolent son to you, sir.
Technically
Wow.
insolent brat.
wow, missed all those years in my youth where you could have beat me up before I was able to beat you. So now we just start the relationship here, idiot. Feels pretty bad, doesn't it?
Granger.
He's about to, and I hit him again. 16.
Yeah.
He takes 6.
Okay. So at this point, the maitre d' has called the guards. Just so you know.
Which is fair.
This has been categorized as a ruckus.
Yes. Yeah.
Don't you know? It's called the guard.
He sticks his head out. He's like, listen, I've called the guards.
Do you want to hide behind the barrel?
Courteous. To let us okay, we take it elsewhere.
Are you gonna drag him? I don't think he's coming with us.
3.
Yeah, pick up.
No, yeah, he does have associates. He does have
I'm waiting for your sign to cast suggestion.
Oh yeah, okay. I signed to cast suggestion, and then
Yeah.
I try to not. Oh, sorry, yes. Go.
I was gonna say, can I attempt to do something with something from my back?
You sure can.
Oh, for sure.
I have a disappearing ash that I can
Yeah.
throw to obscure us while we steal your father away.
Yes, and okay.
Can I roll to attempt?
Yeah, go for it.
While in the disappearing,
What am I rolling
Right.
for?
Should we steal the associates as well?
I was gonna sap both
Look, I'm just
associates, and
gonna
then we
throw-
get out with the father and just leave 2 unconscious men.
Put those men in your pockets.
Wait, but what am I rolling for? Is that sleight of
Those
hand?
men are fair game. If you want to kill, like, I don't care if they die.
So,
you want to.
18, so 22.
Disgusting.
So I rolled a 22.
You are
Well, I rolled an
right with that.
18.
You were all submerged in it. Senior? Or you? What are you doing with the associates? You're just befuddling them?
Oh, well, they can't see shit.
They can
so.
say shit. Okay,
They can't see chat. I was gonna. Well, if it doesn't matter, how long does the
I have no idea. Nova.
Not very long.
not very long?
Yeah, so
Okay.
make haste.
Yeah, I'm gonna sap.
Depends on the wind.
I'm gonna sap
breeze,
those
and-
guys because that gives us more time that the police don't know what they're looking for. They have
Mhm.
no question. So that's a 13 to hit the man in the suit.
You do. Not your best work. You do.
Ooh. That's an 11 to hit the other man in the suit.
That stuns him.
That stuns him?
He's not knocked out, but he is hit.
Oh,
To buy a few
First-
seconds.
First
I have a light concussion.
guy takes 8 points or 9 points of non-lethal.
Okay, yeah, so he's knocked out. He's good job.
Yeah.
But the second one?
The second one, if I missed, then I don't.
This, but you like didn't get like the full like connection you wanted. It was more like a glancing blow.
That is
Roll the one, you're gonna hit Nova.
Mhm.
Oh no.
Or winning.
trying that. I think takes a full 12. I don't think I have enough time to try again. So we just grab Dad and go.
We're just grabbing.
It's dead.
We're just grabbing.
Dad,
the
go.
associates.
Yeah,
I scurry along with them.
We don't have time.
Dust cloud.
it's already dispersing the breeze.
So you hold Dad into the alley, I believe.
Oh, we gotta move further.
I think we gotta go
Through
for
the alley. Okay.
think-
You begin
yeah.
down a network of alleys, we'll say.
Does
Yeah.
Dad fight back?
So you did a good chunk of damage to him, so he
Oh,
is
you
also
did.
stunned, I will
Okay.
say.
Mhm.
He is inherently belligerent towards this.
I mean,
Is he screaming?
He doesn't scream it outright because he's like been quite hit. But he is not far off from screaming when he gains composure. The dust and
I
the
take-
stab him.
Okay.
When he's gonna stab.
I was gonna say.
he rolled a stab.
But like it's a
That's a
toothpick.
16
yeah.
Where would you like to stab him?
in his face.
In his face. So
But his face.
we're not going for the eyes because you didn't get a 20, but you do like get him in like the meat of his cheek.
When we
I
were
take the dented stress ball and stuff it in his mouth. That's what I bet.
That's only 1 damage.
Yeah, he is. It did pierce. It didn't pierce all the way through.
Mm.
He is in pain, but again, hit, dust, stab. He's going through it. Like it's not something he's deeply cognizant of, and now he has a stress ball in his mouth. So
We've all been there.
I was Granger.
that's my typical Tuesday night.
Right? I was gonna say.
What do you want to say to him? Like, are you gonna kill him immediately? What do you
No,
want
no,
to say?
well,
So currently carried.
Yeah,
Where
we're
are
just running.
you might know that.
Back to the ship.
back to the
Back to the ship.
back to the ship.
Okay.
Back to the ship.
Yeah.
That's a good. Yeah, yeah.
Overboard.
Right.
Smart.
Walk
And then
back.
they'll never find the body. You could tie stones
Isn't
to
that where
his
we
feet.
were from?
No.
Look, let's go there, Granger. Come on.
Full cycle.
Toss the illusion back up. We'll get him in back in. That's right. Secure place.
To his body and throw him overboard, and then only if the tide really goes out for a tsunami will they find his body. It's
Again, we've all been there.
Yeah. Wow. We've all
Again,
relied on the tides.
Mhm.
Friends.
Mhm.
Well, let's
Um,
take him to the bottom of the deck where we were. Talking
Mhm.
to the guys.
Oh yeah.
And then you'll get
Oh, yeah.
to drag out this very unfortunate family drama. So, yes. I told you, they always take longer than you think.
They do.
Just killed him. So you're
Mhm.
running to the dock.
You might,
Mhm.
guys.
Rat,
You know.
you should have been back.
Know things we need.
You do go out to the guards. They're coming from another direction.
He might know.
Yeah.
But like they are like
About
you are
the
so
types of
when
story
they
life.
arrive, but like
And giving you
you
this
kind of
complex.
sense
I
that they
thought
have
it was
Vanishing into the
arrived.
forest and giving
Like,
you this
you-
weird,
You catch like I don't know they're
whatever
sirens.
this is.
Yes, they do. It's
I
fun.
thought
They have
Sometimes
like
idiots.
sirens. Like someone's ringing a bell on top of their cart. Going absolutely fucking ham on the bell. But yeah, they arrive. And like you are far away. You only hear it faintly, but you've raided the post office, and they were involved in that. You are attacking people in the streets. I'm sure there have been shenanigans along the way. Just to keep you guys.
We
on
were
track.
pretty weird at that canvas.
You sure were. You sure were.
We sure were.
We did assault a student.
Look, we learned a
You
lot,
guys
though.
are well, unconscious teenagers through the school as well.
Twice.
Was carrying a lot of people.
Like, they like
unconscious.
filled up form, but
Yeah.
someone definitely like a couple people gave you guys looks, so you were just you guys up to date.
3 of us are in disguise. We're fine.
Yeah,
You
you're
can't
fine.
hold me,
Yeah.
so
Rat is unperceivable, so Rat's fine.
That just leaves me.
Yeah, realistically.
So okay, you guys are
I start to get very nervous as we scurry along.
so you guys are carrying this messed up looking man. Stunned. He's got a stress ball gag. He is perceivable, I will say.
Yeah.
The illusions for yourselves look like pirates. You've done nothing for him, so you're just carrying a hijacked Wall Street guy.
Oh, can I minor illusion him
Sure.
to be just like a big sack?
Yeah. He's
If Granger's dragging him and has him over his
pinstripe
shoulder.
suit sack, like his
Yeah.
clothes have become like that's.
Yeah,
perceived.
just kind of like a big burlap,
So
you know.
sack full of man. Can you
That's
do
what
that
I meant.
and your own face at the same time?
No,
Okay.
no. So I'm still, when we get to the
Then you'll swap
docks, I will
out.
have to swap out. So he'll be a dude, but we're going onto a pirate ship. It's
Yeah, at that
fine.
point, yeah.
But I'll
Yeah.
make myself the captain again. The rest of you can scurry behind me as I'll like be like, "Hey, it's me." You know?
Well, it's going perfectly in line.
That's normal.
So sized sack are scampering through the street.
This only works because Niles is the tallest and broadest among us, so we can all stand behind him and
Perfectly straight line.
Yeah, no, it'll be just like, it's imperceptible.
Yeah, you're doing
Well,
fine.
that must be nice for you.
Must be fucking nice.
Rat can just pretend to be, I don't know, a pile of garbage. What am I supposed to do?
You sit on the channel.
Yeah, guilt by association. Not if I'm hanging out with all of you.
Getting there, yeah.
Yeah, you're the one that
When
wants
you
to
reach
be
there, you
with
stop
us.
it.
True.
Carrying a guy, but you
Yeah.
like
Okay.
You arrive to the boat. It's like 7:45, so you missed your reservation.
Mm-hmm.
Shame. You got
Oh, we got what we needed, and we're early getting back to the ship.
We didn't get any food, though.
There might be food in the ship. And ship shop.
well, depending on
True.
food,
Nova might be hungry.
Yes.
depending on the draft.
Is ship food?
Ah, yes, that's true. I mean, that would rat. This is
We did.
the food source.
We didn't
potentially.
have to pick up
the
the
restaurant.
for
We're
rat.
gonna have to fight a lobster.
Oh.
I know.
Station.
Station. So you guys get to the ship, and you've illusioned yourself. When you reach it, one of the pirates looks over and he sees that you're you, but he also sees that you're carrying a man, which is not that unknown. Again, the captain gets up to a lot of antics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Carrying a man with a ball gag.
Yeah, I was
ball
about to
gag.
say, I was
Not
like,
that strange.
That's his
Give it a
typical
crack,
Tuesday night.
and I forgot to raise your Gird. Either way, not the most unusual. They are moved off by creature of rags, fairy, and Nova. So collapsible fish hook. So they know actually.
So if I'm like boarding first,
It's
Yeah.
right,
actually
and I
just
kind
like
of,
holding fish
I
hook.
kind of block
It's not
the rest of the
collapsible.
crew as they
Folded.
can, the party
There's
can
a
slip
space.
under. If the crew's like giving me an eye or something, yeah. Business was good, and I
You brought
will
me something.
conclude it in my office. Thank you.
Office?
Goodbye.
I am
It's
And
fancy.
who's like who's at the back of this of
I
the
am.
people shuffling? I give you like a small like boot down the stairs,
just
and then I
like times.
turn at the crew and I just like, and I do that as I slink backwards down the stairs. and
You
slam
guys
the
know
door
it's
behind me.
Having a normal one.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Do they look convinced? as I
no,
walk away?
not really. They're like, he's getting stranger. Because
Can I roll intimidation?
pretty challenging because you are the
Okay.
captain and their first mate
Do it
and
anyway.
some guy
Yeah.
who works on the
It's-
ship. So like they do
Mhm.
they think you're having a mental breakdown, but they're not going to challenge you. They're just like
Is the bosun or the cook around? Do
Yeah,
send
I stick
stuff?
my head back out, send down meals.
Yeah.
Yeah, meals.
Extra dram of ration or rum for all of these men tonight.
so yeah, so one of the various pirates salutes and like scampers off. And
Lawrence, you get back to me about that fish hook.
and you're Gordon and you're Ramsay, so I have to think of another chef name, but you hear some
Gordon.
you
You got
like,
this.
go, aye Captain like you hear some playing.
Is this
Fieri.
please the naval convention for the entire pirate ship?
Yes. Fieri.
Yes.
I go back in the Food Network.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Rachel.
Rachel.
So
Martha.
there are
And
Martha,
Stuart.
the most intimidating brutish of all the pirates.
Yes. Yes.
No, the world over.
And Stuart's the little bitch.
Martha and Snoop are the only pirate.
Yes. Yes.
So,
Fucking sick.
the pirate ship is actually like simultaneously like a squadron of chefs, so they're actually all cooking for you now.
Is that what we moonlight as?
Yes.
Do smug
Yeah, that's our front.
dinner crew
Yeah.
sometimes.
Yeah.
I think
No,
it's
wonderful
Can
front for a
sort of
business,
like just
yeah.
turn into a full service dining like dip
We're
experience. at a
legitimate
moment's
business.
notice.
And you get to like the door as you're like slinking back, you see them like take out the white tablecloth.
Yeah, they're like pulling out
Let's
the table.
start our fuck all of this. We're a floating restaurant now. We serve.
Flotilla. We abandoned all of it.
What are we gonna do with your dad? Are you gonna kill him now?
Guys,
Yes.
I just want to note that I don't think I've ever explicitly said that it was my intention to kill my father. I think that is. I think that has been prescribed to me this whole. I'm not saying I'm not, guys. I'm not saying I'm not.
Granger, look, we've spent a lot of time together. You can
I
be
feel like at this point it would be a disservice to everyone not to kill him. I understand
I
that.
doubt your commitment.
Understand that.
Look, he might come back.
That
to
we
life.
came
He
over
might
way.
say,
Might as well see a body. Everyone came to see a body, so we're gonna.
"Oh, I don't want to see it because I don't like blood." But I'm just, you should get this over with. You know, you might feel better. Although psychologists just say it really doesn't help. Anyway, my point being.
Is that the case? So we should.
You never told us that you were not going to kill your father.
That's true. Then you know what? That's my bad. You know what? I never explicitly stated.
Didn't you say he might know something that we could use?
Didn't? Yeah. Isn't that the entire?
Insight again.
Isn't that the entire reason?
Well, I
that
feel
we
like
started
now's the
talking?
time to use. You know, we didn't need to use suggestion to get him here.
Right.
I can use suggestion now to answer any of Granger's questions.
Okay.
What do you say? What do you?
I got a 24 insight.
Wow. Yeah. Good job. His cufflinks. You see one of the symbols of Roomba.
You.
Saw in, like,
Whatever.
chakra.
Whatever's going on. This piece of shit's wrapped up in it.
14 wisdom save for him. DC 14.
No.
We didn't have time.
We didn't do that, and now we will. And now I
One more.
am resolute in my belief that we shouldn't have.
I was gonna say,
For no other reason other than we can't go back.
By 1.
No regrets.
Awesome.
No regrets.
My suggestion failed.
He's very stubborn. Man.
Fuck,
Oh, thank
Dad. Why did you leave, Mom?
He still has the stress ball in his mouth.
I
could put that.
Pull that out angrily.
There's so much
Ang-
saliva.
I'm angry at the fact at both him and the fact that I embarrassed myself by asking the question before doing that. I ripped the ball out of his mouth, and I'm like, Dad.
I take the ball. Give it to Rat.
All of spit. Congrats. Now I feel like my texture
I'm gonna ruin everything.
Yeah.
The texture
The same.
Yeah.
Dad, you have no idea the sacrifice and the pain that you put Mom through when you
And us.
I know she wanted to leave with you, and the fact that you chickened out, How dare you not remember?
Maybe you should tell him your mother's name instead of just saying my mom, because clearly this dude is a getting around asshole. So
Wait, I still have an inspiration point.
You do. Would you like
Can-
to test again?
Yeah, can I use that to have you re-roll?
Oh.
That's just gonna make things so much easier.
Jeez, this man is ironclad.
Well, he didn't get this far in business by being a weakling.
Oh, wait! I don't want.
when he's gonna stab him.
My mom's name is Elwyn Hidewell, and so I bring up. I'm like, the tribe doesn't accept half humans. She had to plead and basically give her life to raise me in the society because you wouldn't accept her coming back with you. And through all of that strife, what do you have to say for yourself? What have you been doing in the meantime, Father?
Just
When
like
he
that.
rolled a 22
To stab?
to stab,
Yeah.
She stabs him.
Can you punctuate the end of that sentence with a little?
he gets 2 points of damage.
He sure does.
What have you been doing?
I have been keeping track of this guy's health. He has been stabbed multiple times. You didn't roll damage for the third punch, but I just want to say we may want to keep an eye on the level of brutality before you kill him with a toothpick stab.
He's bleeding a lot.
He is puncture is bleeding 2 points.
Starting to feel very nauseous.
But none of them were particularly lethal. So if he loses consciousness, he won't die.
Okay,
Is
that's true.
that
that's true. You do.
Just stab him.
But that's very close to his brain, don't you think?
So I want to roll to probe his mind, listen to his thoughts.
Yeah. It's like it's. I want him.
Share.
Yeah.
I want him.
So those
to lay
metal
out to me.
dice, they're really just.
Use the bucket.
This is why, closure. Because like I could sit here and make you recite to me all of the reasons why you left and what you've been doing this whole time.
Oh,
That's amazing.
So you probe his mind and you get absolutely fucking everything.
All right.
So he was.
Has
Or
your
I can
grants
get- or I can get Truity to tell me.
You are getting everything.
I can get Truity to tell me because she.
So, he was a young man. He had hopes, dreams, ambitions, all that jazz. You saw him at the college.
Right.
He went to the woods. And he, but it was part of the scout some degree of affair with Granger's mom. It depends on backstory to what extent we want that to be, because I know you were considering darker and lighter things depending on gradient. Some kind of relationship existed there. And the job, he essentially kind of quit the college at that point because he had gathered enough information of the lay of the land to speak to a logging company and essentially set it up so that the majority of land could be not strip mined, but essentially destroyed without conflict, where there's a good density of elves. Starting a war with them would be problematic for corporate interests. So essentially he outlined the lands which they could destroy without conflict, and has resulted in immense profits for a logging corporation that have greatly impacted the environmental scope of the land, but has partially led to the wealth of the city. So he essentially sold out the elves very much. Like they're again within the you until you left the forest, you had no
And
idea.
no trauma to boot.
No.
What a boring person.
Granger,
No.
father to child who now hates him.
We're introducing that
And-
trauma just now.
Well, he kind of knew, but it
Um,
was a compromise he made with himself for
So it's some comeuppance.
self-deceiving.
Truity, are
Very
you
unhealthy.
sharing this information with the group?
I
I will. But he's so.
We're still not 20.
He's had immense profits since then. The land has been greatly impacted. That they have had contracts with the city, with multi-port trading, international. They have really reaped the benefits of this. And I don't know if you want to look for specifically Roomba, I'll have you roll again. But there's been massive corporate interest, and he has moved up the ladder greatly because of this. He is now in very high up. I don't want to say CEO, but he is very near the top of this corporation because of that deal he made, essentially, of selling out the land and mapping that and having it so that.
About the land and stuff.
Yep. So that betrayal has benefited him greatly. He has had a good life. He has dropped out of college because that deal just made him. He has had immense wealth, all the earthly pleasures he wants. He is again continuing up with the business. He's looking for deals.
Well,
He's looking
how's that going for you?
buying land, continuing their interests. They have a lot of overseas concerns as well. Just international profit. That's kind of what he lives for.
Anything about the city itself, like the dark magic, is that coming up at all?
I'd say roll again for that one.
Roll
The
again?
snap.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, that was just a doodle from the stoned college student.
That really doesn't have anything to do with
The
anything?
flyer does. The symbol doesn't.
Oh.
All right. So I'm rolling for the dark magic in the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
To further focus his mind, because right now it was more backstory focused.
16 and
Okay. Oh, hell yeah.
The rolls
Yeah.
a bit soft.
So he's
Yeah.
not a founding member of the Roomba cult, but he is involved in them, as you can kind of determine from his cufflinks. He is only interested in regards to the money it makes him. He has no true allegiance in the same way that kind of many people you've spoken to so far have.
What money?
What would you like to know?
I'm good.
There are a bunch of people with various interests who are involved in this. He knows nothing about the dark magic, but he does regarding Roomba, it's as you know, it is a network of association.
He's for
You get involved, and depending on like your level of social location, like there are more benefits towards the top kind of thing. You have to having like a multi-level marketing scheme, and like on some level when it comes to like the dumb college students it is, but like at his level there are like actual tangible rewards he reaps financially. He is not involved in a specific like sponsorship. It's more of a general.
It's like double diamond status.
Yeah.
That
Remember, kids, don't join a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
Start.
Yes.
Start one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always be at the
You're
top.
always, yeah.
Or be friends with the person who starts.
He's his own boss.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, entrepreneurship is a completely valid way to navigate this hellhole.
Yeah.
That we call life.
It's your goal.
Quality companies aligned with Roomba that has further like helped both like organizations. He has a degree of contact within Roomba, but it's only like it is entirely tied to his financials and not really to his personal. So like you'll get more out of his address book than his mind, and that which is that one. So by and large, what you get is just that the association is there, that he has. That there are benefits to this beyond just like kind of dicking around.
So I sent all this information you just gave me to my.
I really
Friends.
picture
Mentally.
Truity just like eyes glowing, just like
Yeah.
saying all this information out loud, and he's just like sitting there, like,
Having not spoken a word.
yeah, right.
I do it mentally. I do.
Yeah.
I'm not on you guys' minds.
Okay.
For
Push
sure.
in.
Mm-hmm.
And just
That's cool.
lay it all down.
Wow, that was a lot.
Yeah,
This is a piece.
Oh yeah.
Can we go on now?
and yet terribly underwhelming.
Strip mind your entire.
Listen, I'm not saying we won't.
His mouth, so then we can kill him and just go ransack his place.
Can I?
Hey, Rat, we're gonna
Yeah.
ransack stuff. It's like your favorite thing.
Arcana
I mean, I'm also
or
coming to enjoy it as well. I did
to
get
pull
some
out
cool
his-
shit of
his
them.
angels from his mind.
Any specific actions? Search all of them.
Let's get all of them. Whatever he like knows, because maybe he knows more about.
It's not gonna be like hundreds.
Oh, that was it was a 3 and a 6.
Yeah. So we're looking for specific business interests. Like he just has a book he consults. He doesn't really like memorize things because these are people who he more meets with in terms of like they go to a place, like they go to a fancy restaurant, they have a discussion, and they talk about land and management and rights to it. How they gonna get those rights? If they have rights, can we claim rights? Like all sorts of like gross businessy things, but like it's very much like, oh, I used my little charm and I called this guy, and I'm like, hey. Then it is like, oh yeah, I know where Bob lives. Like it's very loose, so you don't really get.
What about his like actual office where he?
Oh, you can find his office. Is that what you're looking for?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. I think that was a 6. Yeah, he knows his office.
Do we think?
That's the really he did. You
His-
have love locations.
Yeah, we do. The cult. Do we think interests or documents related to the cult would be kept at his office or at his house? Just putting that one out.
His office.
Yeah. I don't think you would keep it like.
Can I roll
separate,
again?
maybe?
Sure.
Food.
I think it's only been like a couple seconds.
It's just
Okay.
been
That's an eternity for Nova.
That's fair.
Ah.
She was already
No, wait.
back at the restaurant.
No.
It
he
wasn't.
swapped his head. No, I'm kidding.
But like,
Takes care of that.
Please so yeah, what were you looking
The book address,
for? The
like
book address.
where it's located, where his office is. One of those.
His dad doesn't even
One
know.
of those.
At this, so I think the reason why you won't know, you're getting a headache. You've been doing a lot of minds, and you're starting to get like a very acute migraine. It's only when you like try to probe a little deeper that it feels like an ice pick just entered your skull, and you're fine. You don't take any damage, but you like gotta like kind of step back a little, just because it's migraine takes a lot of energy.
And I did give you all information in your mind.
Yeah. yeah.
Yeah. So
I take a little break.
it's a good move.
Stabbing down.
Like, bro, it's mine.
Is that what we call it? Just like in the ear.
Telepathy. That doesn't mean that I can go into and like probe into their memories. I can just yell at them.
Fair.
No, it's fully just
Which
for
is fine.
stabbing in the face.
Yeah.
He's a little broken, so it's up to Granger, I guess.
This is the problem.
Same.
This is not yet. This is the problem with closure, because I want to know.
Open
Why?
my notes.
I want to know why he left and chose money and fame and glory over the quiet serenity of the woods that I've known. I want to know what I want an explanation.
I think he chose that
But,
before he came to the woods.
I think so too. And yes.
That would require a level of self-awareness and metacognition that I don't think your dad has spent any time cultivating through his shallow, superficial,
I
materialistic
don't think I'm going to get what I want out of this situation.
So kill him.
As soon as you come to understand why the hell he did what he did, that makes you no better than him.
I don't know if that's true explicitly, but I think that if I were to, I think that I'm not going to get the closure.
Maybe he just
and
didn't
the
like him.
frustration that possibility as well just all boils up, and I just like clench my fist and like just for every splintered trunk and moment I cried myself to sleep because I didn't know where I came from. I'm just like, I'm the Lorax up in this bitch, and I punch him. I'm like, I speak for the trees, and I don't stop punching him until
You miss.
I can't. Yeah,
What'd you get?
I got that's a 13 to hit him.
Yeah, see, I mean, you succeeded in hitting him. Mostly just like if you rolled low, you'd fucking knock him out like on the first one.
He takes.
Like hit him enough to
He takes. I don't know. I keep punching.
Okay, yeah, you knock him out, you break his nose. You do some damage to like the orbital bone, but you don't like fully like destroy his face. Like, but he is not doing
And-
good.
And I get up. I get up and I stop and I just like look really dejected. You guys do whatever you want. I leave. I want.
Did that help?
Food! Like, Guy Fieri just comes in with like a little cup.
Sky?
Welcome to Flavor Town.
Yeah, I gotta imagine bloody dude, broken face, pretty standard. Yeah, that's
Granger, there's food. Welcome to Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Episode dollars because we're on a boat.
Goes from like dejected to like really normal for a split. Like save some for me, and then he like continues to, like back up.
Did you said do whatever the hell we want.
Now,
And
Winnie.
he just sort of wordlessly turns and gives you like half a look, and then turns away.
it's giving Brad a lot of freedom that I don't know if we're gonna regret or not.
Eat.
You just leave.
You should make hasty decisions on an empty stomach. I think it'd be best to eat and then decide how we feel about murdering this man who no longer looks like Granger, and that you're ever gonna look normal again. So first, beignets, lovely.
Got it. I got those everywhere.
Yeah,
That's good. That's good.
We are in fantasy New Orleans.
yes. Yes.
Has that not been clear? I thought that was evident. I thought everyone knew.
The old screen.
Combination of Amazon and Walmart together.
Mhm.
To tell the group that I don't really want to kill this man, Granger's dad, even though he's like, a dirty bastard. But maybe we can just strip him from his money and like just funnel all of it to us.
I'm
And then
there,
give it to
man.
Granger. So you can
Start
make him
rifling
like
through his
trees.
pockets. Rifle through his pockets.
Ashed him. He did drop his
Cool.
briefcase, which is left with his friends. So when wearing a nice suit, you don't really just have much in your pockets. It kind of ruins the lines of the fit.
Mhm.
Niche knowledge I have apparently.
You know, a phone.
It's a lot of texture to the world. That's some real pro DMing. That's good.
Ye old what not to wear.
Yes. So his cufflinks are Roomba. Those might be worth taking. He has a nice
pocket watch. I was gonna say classic watch, but just pocket watch.
Yeah.
Got some nice lint for Rat in those pockets. Maybe like I think a wallet probably go in his briefcase, but I'll allow it. He has a wallet
Okay.
that again ruins the fit of his suit. But
Is it just money or is there any?
identification?
I
It doesn't have his business address.
But
Sure.
we
Go to
have
his
his
office
office address from the Mind Crow.
I technically did not.
we didn't, but do we know what his business is that we could then track
It's a
it
big
down?
enough company, I'm sure.
Okay.
So if we have all of his personal effects, right, the cufflinks, the watch, those personal effects I take and I include them in my like collection of disguise pieces for later.
His suit, 'cause he bled all over it, but everything else.
No
is good.
suit is fine. I can minor illusion that,
Would you
but
like his loafers?
I was gonna say like
Yeah.
pants.
yeah, I take his shoes.
His
Take
dress
his
socks?
shoes. The cut. Nah, that's weird, man. I take Niles is not into that. But I take his shoes.
My notes.
Yeah. Niles, not a fan of feet. Weird him out. The shoes, the watch, because I don't think I can minor illusion that effectively if I'm doing the rest of the costume. You know, I've got things that I think I could do his suit pretty well. I can do his face. But the cufflinks I want to be real. I think that could be really valuable on a disguise.
Absolutely.
And any like bits of lint or garbage, I just kind of start making a pile next to me.
Suit apart at this point.
Why not?
That's fair.
Scraps of fabric.
It's nice fabric. It's nice suit fabric. It's probably really.
Good feel.
So if he's like stripped down to his underwear, I think we're kind of. Are we done with him? Do we need to keep him in the? I've got 3 other bodies in this room.
I've got.
I have 5 beignets stuffed in my mouth.
We can
so.
keep a 4th. Like
forgot.
what's?
I say tie it
Yeah,
up.
no, they're in here.
Yeah.
Like what else do we want to? Yeah. I put them under the bed. One's under the desk.
Is he awake or
No,
is he
I'm
not?
bored
He's
with the
not dead.
situation and now
He
I'm
is
playing with the stress.
Space is like ruined. He
Do
is
we
out
want to
there.
keep these 4 people here? Do we want to start dumping them somewhere? Are we done with the ship until tomorrow? Well, I guess we've got a shipment coming, and I can now pose as Granger's father to receive the shipment.
But he's a businessman
But it's
and an
connected
investor.
to Roomba.
He could be our silent partner.
I think there's something. Okay, maybe I don't have the whole plan, but there's something there. If Granger's father, Granger can just be.
I was
Granger.
thinking I could probably.
Your
like
face,
gray streaks.
I don't need to
your
do
face
like
looks
a
more
double.
like his face used to. So
That's
But also, like,
You take some
consider
beignet powdered
this.
sugar and
yeah, just
give him like some gray.
Consider this, y'all. These are witnesses to the many crimes that we have committed so far.
They're criminals.
We have 2 people that can like melt their brains. All right, I think we're good. Right?
that's a strong word.
People can't melt their brains. I can melt their bodies, though.
Isn't that really
What's
more
the
of a,
difference?
a reappropriation?
like a mental message. How I did that young guy. He typed these other people's minds to do better in their lives too.
Yeah, I think they've woken back up, but they're like gagged. So sure, yeah.
Truity is invested in improving their interaction with the world.
that's so
Can
nice.
we also just go by and like stab each of them?
It wasn't the bed, but yeah, go for it.
I mean, you're small enough.
And while they're in distress.
Yes. Stab the bottom of their feet.
This is what happens when you're
Or to the
creating-
foot.
Well, I wanted to do all of them.
Okay. So Lysandro, he's the one you were disguised as. Sees the connection between the dumb college student and the ship. It works for him. He's like, yeah, this isn't really like. There's not a lot of job opportunities. Like, I don't want to work in food service or retail again. So this has been better. But yeah, I've been restrained under a bed for like 4 hours. I think this is not something I want to do. The first mate, I forgot if that's Gordon or Ramsey, but he's one of them.
Ramses.
He's like, yeah, this is not really where I saw myself in this stage in life, but it feels too late to change. What am I going to put on my resume? Pirate is not great. But maybe I can get into like maybe I can get into like legitimate shipping or being a sailor. But he does have a lot of feelings for the captain, so it's not as successful. And the captain is like,
no, like it's a 16. But he's like, no, I'm rolling in money and my various lovers. I have no interest in improving my life. I'm content with my choices. They destroyed my wooden knee, and I'm upset about that. But I'm fine. So that wasn't as successful. But everyone else, he kind of got in there a little.
And as for Granger's dad, I want him to specifically funnel all his money to.
I'm gonna say roll again.
Roll again for
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a much more specific endeavor.
Will.
So
He is unconscious. This
He has to
That's
at least
true.
acknowledge your existence.
and when he
Die.
have one of them, and he's going to
Which
stab
one?
the
Captain, okay.
Okay, I got a 19.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Wait, total?
the captain
Well,
does 3
no,
points of
19.
damage.
So 21.
What Captain gets damage?
Gets 3 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. So you have pierced. He's already pierced ears. He has like a
he's
new.
piercing his head.
Oh, his head. Okay, yeah. You like lobotomize him.
Increasingly homicidal.
Yeah. So
22 total.
22. Okay.
We are gonna.
You know, this one's
Get him
really
to a
flown
state
under
where
our
death
radar
is
when we should do like with
But
that.
that does get.
That's just the
into
point. You
him
just
that
like keep like little increments until he's basically eventually you're like you're
his once lover.
The needle is small enough, he won't even notice it going in. Wait, everyone went quiet when I
I
said
know.
that.
When he's just been slowly pickling this dude's brain. It's fine.
So yeah, you slip into his unconscious mind, and you kind of. So his empathy is small and wrinkled and just not, but on the brink of
the empathy
non-existence.
part of the brain is rough.
Find a way to like just psychically just hit it enough to like that he does feel something. He has fundamentally wronged his sole heir that he knows of, and that that like on one hand that deal did make his life. If he did not do this, he would be in a very different spot financially, socially. If he married Elf Mom, he would have been in the forest and maybe he would have known peace. But also at the same time, civilization was coming. If it wasn't him, it would have been someone else. So that was part of his decision.
That makes me feel better.
So yeah, but he does know that like even if he did sell them out, it didn't have to be like this. So leaving all of his money to Granger is a big ask. He is going to include him in the will, but that's after he dies. He's not like Venmoing him right now.
I mean, we can make that happen.
I think you mean
first.
heal, but
We gotta get legal counsel in here. Probably to rewrite this on the rest. Just like
we need to fall under
Gunner's head. Yeah, say that when he dies, I get his money. Just write it down. Yeah, the whole thing. Okay. No, I don't. I have left the room. You guys are making this decision independent, I think, of me. But it's cool if it works out. If this works out and I get that would be
means you
cool.
have to be in civilization to spend it, though.
Yeah, I'm kind of already here and ostracized. Like I can't go back, so it's best if like I found a way to subsist here.
Mm.
On a side note, why can't you go back?
That's a really good question that
Has not been answered
Got
yet.
a lot of intricate lore answers, and it's one of the reasons I'm really mad at my dad right now. Yeah,
You have
Goes
secrets.
deep.
yeah, because
That's a core file.
yeah, you can like the elves that live in perfect harmony with the nature in the woods are actually also super insular and like racist and kicked me out for my half human heritage.
Yeah, that's true.
I hope the money doesn't turn him into his dad.
Nobody's perfect.
I was gonna
That's
say.
right.
So, one is that we gotta wait to kill this bastard until we can get a lawyer.
Or we could
Ye
forge
olde
Anybody here a
lawyer.
fiduciary?
What about that little pipsqueak? What was his name? Where did he go anyway? Were we
The
supposed to
detective?
meet him again?
oh,
Investigator.
Yeah.
I told him to stop investigating.
oh yeah, you dropped in on him.
To me.
I was gonna say, do you think he actually has?
No.
Do you think he's been certified as a lawyer?
That's what I'm saying. Is maybe he's got one of them certificate thingies that you can get from the ye old internet.
He's not. He got the money.
Right?
And then kill him.
more food to regain.
Go for it. You are feeling better.
I mean, you did do like the deep, like you did mind probe some more. So yeah, eat more.
Winnie is nibbling on the food.
So, as we eat food, would now be a good time to take a break?
Yeah, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
See y'all in a little bit.
Bye bye.
Hi, welcome back. They're dressed as pirates. They're eating beignets, and Niles
Life is good.
What else?
Granger's dad is knocked out.
Kill him.
Life is very good.
Are you back, Granger?
I'm like
He's sulking in the other room.
yeah, I'm sitting in my room with I guess the first mate's quarters, wherever it would make sense
Just
for
a bed in the corner of the
And-
office.
yeah, and
with
the-
two bodies
so
underneath
maybe I
it.
didn't need to actually even leave. I just kind of sat in the corner on the bed, pretending like no one else was in the room, and just sort of having
The bed that the people are under.
whichever bed is the first mate's, if I know that. If is that the bed?
Sharing the bed with the captain.
That's
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah.
that he's let
That's
he's
the bed
he's.
people under.
I guess when you're getting pipe laid every night, you really can't afford to sleep so far away. So
Write that down.
I think one of us needs to get ordained and marry these two lovebirds.
We just
me and Niles.
Look, the captain, it's his own boat.
Hold on, Brett. We're not actually the captain of the
You are now.
It's a disguise.
Niles and Granger so that the money can be split.
God damn.
Honestly, it's not a bad resource. I say we throw him overboard, finish
Like-
usurping this.
That's like people who get married for tax purposes. It's just like, yeah, it's like
It's the only reason to get married.
So I'm wondering,
Yes, Nova?
what happened to that, what was it? Oh, the murderous angel who might want to re-kill all of us. Did we forget about her?
Well, we're getting a package from their organization tonight at 9.
oh yeah. So much of this
I
campaign is
hold up
just
the
setting up
complaints,
appointments that we
and this is
forget
the
we're waiting
connection.
for, and then getting to the point where we're like, let's go do the next thing. Oh, we're waiting for that? Oh, okay, got you.
Yeah, we get so hyped up on what's in front of us. Our collective attention span.
He's 4 more hours. Just
So you did speak to the angel's childhood friend, and that
Yeah.
not took care of that, but that put a pin in that.
Mhm.
So that did put a pin in that. So yeah, your current thing is the smuggling meetup. So
what time is it right now?
yeah, I was about to say it's like I think it was 7:45 when you got back to the ship. You have beat your father. He's been stabbed a couple times. You've eaten
Do it again.
beignets. So I
That
was
is mine.
Yeah.
30.
Wait, wasn't the package supposed to be at 9?
Yeah, I think it was like they come when they come, kind of like it's,
Okay,
it's a
so-
criminal organization. It's
Well, we haven't seen.
shaded dealings in the night.
We're pretty confident we didn't miss it.
You didn't
We're-
miss it.
Okay.
No. Well, they're unloading your ship.
Okay.
So
Really, like we're in a cabin
Yeah.
that probably doesn't have any windows. No.
But we
back up,
hear
we go
that.
Someone would've-
Someone would come gather us.
Granger is sobbing. You hear like Guy Fieri knocking.
Yeah. Oh, I know it's Guy Fieri knocking.
he-
It's
he
very
knocks you
distressed.
when he brought you.
What's his knocking sound like?
I'm trying to think of the jingle for Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, but it's at least the words.
Yeah.
The classic Guy Fieri knock. We're all familiar.
We're all familiar.
To get it together. I'm like, I don't know. Get it together, Granger. We gotta go soon.
Granger rolled to get together.
That's
We gotta go
have
Oh,
to-
meet these people.
I'll roll.
Mask your emotions.
Oh.
Crit got it together.
You were. He is shocked.
I was about 60% done with that panic attack. We're just gonna squeeze it off and finish it. Let's go.
Prep. Now, so we have
Stick
to
a
go
pin
meet
in
these
it.
people soon. So who's gonna? Does he come
Yeah,
in?
just
Guy Fieri?
shut it down.
Like,
Compartmentalize.
He didn't
Really
like
good
enter,
for
he
you,
got- saw the
psychologically.
meetup man. He was like, nice thing. Non-conducive to flavored antics. So
Point to Granger. We're going up.
Everyone else?
For standby.
well, you're still Lysander, so you got 3.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. So we've got 3 of us. That means 3 standing by. Are you able to like psychically reach out to them if you can't see them?
Shoot, that's a good question. I've never really did it that far away.
I would say it would have to be a higher roll.
A high roll? Okay.
Yeah.
If anything, I have
Okay.
at the walkie-talkie.
Okay. And do we have a
The old walkie-talkie.
Yeah. Is that our backup?
That's the backup.
That's our backup.
I'll
Okay.
roll, see if
So
I can
then
get
we're good.
protect them.
Well, I know. they were
Do-
created. That's
Can they come with us? Should we do like a
brand
minor
true.
illusion of them too, or is that too?
I can
much?
only
didn't
do
make them.
one
The
like,
person who made them.
creature or thing.
Right.
Yeah, that's all I can.
That's why I said
do,
don't break them, 'cause
unfortunately.
I don't actually have them.
Everyone else, Niles can't do it. Another for you all
Okay.
to come with.
So stand by.
Great.
Plan A
Of
is
course.
Lame.
Plan A is
The captain does have,
psychically.
like a wardrobe of clothes. They're not necessarily all pirate clothes. There's clothes there.
So pretty.
But Rat is a creature of rags.
I love
Put
a dress
that
of
outfit
rags.
over your rags. You can, but you're
It's
still
like squeezed
You
in.
could take off your many layers of frags.
That pervert.
I'm not sure that there would be any cohesion. Like, I think actually Rat would just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just going to take off my clothes.
I think the rags are the only thing keeping it together.
So sorry. So sorry.
Like that baby in Eraserhead.
I'm
Or
not. I'm not 100% convinced that that's not actually an evil
What's-
spirit.
Yeah,
possessing
what's the Shel Silverstein poem where the girl's got
Yes.
ribbon around her head and
Yeah.
grow up all the time and she takes it off and her head falls off?
Yes,
It's
yeah,
like- it's
yeah.
very-
That's also a horror story from my childhood. But thank you for bringing it up. It's
Yes.
terrifying.
Yes, the rest of that book just like sort of quirky pleasantness, and then that story is nightmare fuel.
Yeah, it's like what? Okay.
That's
That's exactly what Rat is.
That's exactly well.
Are you guys gonna get
We'll
dressed,
see.
or what do y'all want to do?
Yeah, do you want to wait? Do you want to try disguise?
Do y'all really think it's
That's
But
really
look at this pretty napkin. This will fit.
We can make you a toga from a handkerchief.
Yeah.
It's not really piratey though.
You can hide in someone's hair.
It's
That's
a little
true.
paisley floral, but you know.
just fly behind somebody
That's
and
fair.
Put on my
their hair
I've got Truity craft, which I believe was like special digitate. You can use it, like clean things, just like being able to clean 1 square foot of something. So I'd like to prestidigitate the blood off of Granger Senior's suit. And just
You're missing your shoes.
Niles has the shoes.
But not the socks. There's a
No,
lot.
I give you the shoes.
Oh,
Yeah,
thanks.
no problem.
But you want the shoes back afterwards?
I look you up and down and keep them.
So
Can
around
I-
partially tearing apart the clothes, so you will.
Yeah.
You'll kind of have to like re-stitch it together as well.
Okay.
Can I
That's fine.
can I ransack the closet to find something? Do I roll to find whether it's gonna be a good outfit
Yes.
or not? Okay. Yes.
Should I also?
Shit. It's a 5.
Do you want to be? Do you want it to be ugly or do you want it to be funny?
Come on. You know.
For the sake of our stream's rating, it is an outfit that is challenging to the.
Oh. I see.
did it belong to Velveeta?
Well, she's a gnome, so no. But he's had many liaisons.
Who's a
I never understood how that.
Velveeta, or rather craft. So she is very slight. Squat. Would you roll?
What race was the cat?
What would you like to like? Again, we're looking at like the. Are you seeking or trying to avoid outfits of a certain quality?
I don't care. You decide for me.
Okay, you are dressed in a more describable outfit than Nova
Does-
over your roundings, but it
Over
is,
her
it is yes, but it is
Just
still
like bunny ears and a tail.
Yeah, exactly. Like you add like that alone. You've fuzzy handcuffs hanging off one wrist. Yeah, so jealous.
Can I be a loin
like a
of
fighting-
these kitchen tables?
Yes.
I want to
Okay.
pause and understand how this works because this is
Yeah.
this runs up against my inability to perceive rats. So I'm imagining rats like you know her clothes, and this is why I wasn't. For the reason I was saying take it off was because like how much volume does it add? Like I'm imagining like one of the guys in like the I put 44 sweaters on. You know what I'm saying? So like is there like a risque piece of like sort of stretched,
Yes.
just like barely hanging
That's
over?
exactly what I was
Yes.
thinking. Where the rags might be getting compressed a little bit, where it's like
Okay.
Bunny tail.
Okay. Thank you. I needed that.
just like stuck in at oblique angles.
Yes.
I look at them stressed out.
Are you choosing to go meet the Smuggers, or is this
Yes.
outfit change? Okay.
Of course.
Okay.
Look! This loincloth made of used kitchen towels is totally legit. Okay?
That's very true. It sure is. So you all ascend at after Guy Fieri's knock, and you like go up, and Guy Fieri looks at you. You three. He's like, yeah, and then kind of pauses.
Is
Say
everything in
anything.
order?
Yes, your contacts are here.
And has the have my contacts started unloading the ship yet?
They're about to. They were waiting for your order.
And we've received payment?
We initiate unloading, and then once it's confirmed that all things are in order.
I know that.
Ahem.
I'm smarter than you.
Of course, sir.
I'm just wondering, have you heard of the amazing quadruple folding fish?
Yes, of course. We were talking about this.
Ah, yes, you again.
Please see to my business associate.
Also, you're not running a proper business here because what you gotta do.
I know we're not OSHA certified.
Well, no, but like
Safety's
if
important.
they're paying when
Why
they
am I fishing?
have half of the shipment, like where they can, like honestly, y'all.
Yeah, I
when they-
want to see someone about payment. I think we should start getting and receiving payment up front.
We
So
have to
here's-
that it's.
what-
So he really like realizes he's not like he doesn't want to argue with you. You're the captain. He's like,
and
Yeah,
I will,
like,
I will be taking this up,
gestures
but
to-
for future.
Please show my associate to our contact and bring them aboard.
okay. They're like unpacking like the lower levels. So like yeah, like, he just kind of like points them, kind of like tries to recede back to the kitchens. So there are a couple thugs.
Wow.
I love
Are
it.
they also in love?
They might be.
And I just
They're not.
I
really
gesture to Wynefrede and I say, well,
So, I want to talk to you about this whole stupidity of not paying us until after you already
We have to be sure that your goods are legitimate.
Okay, yeah, but we have to be sure that you're gonna pay us. So here's what we're gonna do. You're going to pay us half before you finish getting half of the shipment on. Then once you have the rest of it, you'll pay us the rest of it, right?
Roll persuasion or
That's only
intimidation
fair.
or something.
I give you advantage.
Yeah, sure.
I just like hype man repeat
Yeah,
like every
you're the captain.
yeah.
Roll. Time to pay. So you can.
Okay, cool. So you said either persuasion or
Intimidation.
intimidation. And they're both +1. So that's a 17.
They're like, yeah, we'll take it up with our superiors.
See that you do.
And they like they
You
give
know-
half the money.
You need to take me to your superiors. I don't. No offense, but I don't trust y'all to get this message across as succinctly as I can.
Well, your captain has contact with them. We are just laborers.
Yes, and our captain has to stay with the ship. I do not. So,
If you had half the mind of my associate, you would see that this is a simple matter that you are complicating.
Yes, we agree to your terms. It's just we paid you. We will give you their half. I can speak to my boss, but
About future.
yes, we can.
And
oh,
you know, it's been such a long day, and I gesture to all my companions. Remind me of your boss's name again. I'm forgetting the name of my contact here. I run such a large organization.
This is we don't communicate on that level. I have a code name. I don't know the person.
Ah, code
so
name.
you your boss then.
We
Is it
receive orders and payment.
from like one of these little doohickeys, or she pulls out the to contact Granger's dad?
No, we just receive. We operate in cash.
Is it like this? And I hold up the old walkie-talkie. How do
Is
you
it like this and I point to Truity?
Is it brain stuff or
No, we receive written orders in the mail.
In the mail.
In the middle. Through
the post office? Oh, God damn it! God damn it!
We don't know if it goes to the post office or if it is delivered by hand. I mean,
What courier, sir? You don't know? There is clearly a postage stamp to indicate whether or not it went through ye old post office versus a hand.
As Nova and Winnie are kind of giving them the business as it is, Granger and Rat, can I kind of sidebar with them really quickly?
as you break these thugs.
When they leave, follow them. To imperceptible and imperceptible.
Rats steal their shit.
The thug looks at you. He's like, "You've been in contact with him prior. How did you lose this?"
I said, look, Grog does a serious fucking number on.
Frog, yes.
multiple
He's going to
orgies,
jail.
man.
Good friend of Elvita.
Frogs, scurvy, and multiple orgies.
So you can see, I keep quite
What do you
a
think happened to his clothes?
intense social calendar.
And all we got left are these bags.
And occasionally, my first mate loses track of business. It's all right. We discipline him later.
There is a safe word.
Good to know.
Love getting.
Because they're fire fans. They don't got no violence.
Can I roll to investigate, like their belongings, like their getaway van or not getaway van, but you know.
Yeah.
I think you should crowbar
You're
their
just
minds open.
distracting them. Can we give
Perfect
advantage
warrior,
to
please.
distract the rest of the party? I'm just continuing.
No.
We're all berating
No.
them.
Yeah.
We want full payment up front. This is not how we're gonna do things anymore.
We
Payment up front.
Full payment up front. Yeah, we're just jumping down their throat like.
That's not we gotta make
Metal
promises.
out
That's
from
what business
the ship, and they are boarded onto like a horse-drawn like carriage. Carriage is a strong word. Like cart, essentially. So they are removing metal, and within it, they're also like it's been like arranged in such a way that it also they have boxes of like unknown valuable things as well that they're kind of like blocking with the metal. Because again, smuggling operation, lots of goods.
Can I ask a question and use roll persuasion? I have a proposition for your supplier, or I guess, what do you call him? Your master? Yeah, you probably call him boss. Your boss. Oh, boss. Boss, master, removed. Anyway, so if I had a proposal for him, let's say a business arrangement, how would I contact him?
Yeah,
Or her.
how do y'all
Or them.
contact them?
For that matter.
Right, you're with the organization.
We see you, Rat.
Well, you're not. Well, you are. If you are not involved, I'm not someone to speak to.
We've received roadblocks in setting up additional deals.
You contact your bosses because you said that they sent
Contacts
you.
us. We work on request.
So were
But
you
what if
just
shit goes
lying
wrong?
to me? You told
We
me.
die.
Were you just lying to me? You told me.
Yes.
Sir boss.
Yes.
When
I
I
cannot
next receive
believe you.
notice, I will disclose that there has been a discussion.
How?
I think you guys need a safe word.
I think we need even a representative.
I think that honestly, but
Yeah.
Look, have you thought about joining an independent privateering vessel?
I am.
A lot of what we do for operations is above board. I keep no secrets from my crew. There's tons of benefits, and I gesture to the party. I gesture to myself. And as you can see, we drive a hard bargain.
Yes.
A hard bargain, if you know what I mean.
So I make my
but
way
don't
back,
worry, everything is
and I'm gonna
consensual.
probe their minds.
Unless you're not into that, because there's,
Any,
consensual
like,
non-consent,
subconscious
which can be not.
ideas.
But the point is, it's in the terms of agreement.
The toss, which no one reads.
Okay, so that was a nat 1.
Okay,
You read their mind and or you try and you kind of you miss, which is not something that's happened before.
It's because
But you do miss for this
He
time.
missed what he hit.
To say you. You're briefly a quick insight to Niles' mind. You're like, wait a second.
It's like television static.
Yeah.
It's fully.
it's just humming, the humming,
Yeah.
the void.
It's peaceful, but it's strange.
I have a question though. Okay, group huddle.
I'm continuing to discuss the potential.
I mean,
He's just like he quickly tries to like shuffle off and resumes unloading. They're moving
It's
the
good for now.
I don't think they actually know anything. I think they're useless to us. I'm just gonna hazard a guess, but just based on deduction, we may need to choose a different tact.
What do we do? I'm a little like shocked. Like
I pull out the cufflinks and I say, I think this is our way forward. The office, home address, see what we can find.
And then what's happening at 9?
This is what's happening.
This,
Okay,
yeah. So this
okay.
shipment, there's not a lot to get from it. I do think it would be a good idea for Granger and Rat to tail them. I think there could be a lot gained from that.
That's
Maybe nothing, but it couldn't go.
do you trust Granger and Rat together?
Yes, I do. I do.
Can I go
He
to
hits you,
investigate
you
the goods
hit
that are loaded?
And I can do it again.
Oh,
They're the unexpected duo.
that's right. I think.
Friends.
I rolled a 21.
Trusting us together will actually.
I'm investigating the goods that are being brought on board while we're sort of talking.
Taken off board.
Yeah.
They're receiving a shipment.
Yes.
But within the boxes, you can see like things are like there's hay to like soften whatever is inside. But these valuables are essentially like resources. They're not an individual thing, but it's like ingredients almost bits and things that stuff can be done with, but that are not like inherently valuable on their own. Given they are smuggled, you can infer they might be dangerous or like some kind of contraband.
So them receiving material goods from us is the cover for whatever else they're moving.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
And
like,
what
the sheet
they're-
metal is like this, like what's on paper, and then like the thing.
Yeah. And what they're moving, did it come off our ship? Did the
Yes.
contraband also come off our
Yes.
ship? So we should assumedly have a manifest of what that is. We don't need to pursue them for that information. We can pursue them to get more information
To figure
from the
out where they deliver
organization.
it.
Yeah, and see if we can get anything about their contacts and continue moving up the chain. But Granger's father is also a really solid backdoor into this organization.
Also, I'm realizing if the captain is a member of this organization, why don't we just go interrogate his ass?
You did.
Yeah.
So he's a member, but he received his he was indoctrinated through craft prostitute.
Yes,
So he doesn't actually.
but I mean, are,
So
are
we-
we not going to follow that?
Craft was the next
Yeah.
and in the line of people that
So
started
he's
with
the name
the
he
that
fucking
started
was
by the
lying
way
to. The real name's Craft.
with the
Craft.
professor, so it went professor, student's roommate, student's roommate's cousin, the
Oh.
captain, the first mate, and then the prostitute. So that's currently
And
where we are.
the
next to
captain actually
investigating.
split in two directions because there was the other path of the captain to Granger's father,
True.
which was not a direct connection.
It
but
was a
worked
connection
as
we
an
made. It
escalation.
was a connection
Yeah.
of let's call Granger's father at this moment.
I think we should
Go
go back to killing
I went,
Granger's
that'll be
father.
funny, and I said sure, and it worked. That.
Yeah.
Frat hungers for violence.
Crap. Let's
I
go.
rolled my
Let's
head
go
on
meet.
the
Okay, so it sounds like there's a follow them back, figure out where they're delivered,
Yeah.
find Craft, and go to
Who might-
Dad's office.
Might be
Yeah,
going
those
with-
are our three directions.
Should we
yeah.
call Craft to the boat?
What if
That
we called
would not
Medora?
the crazy
The fit.
Shop lady.
the shop lady.
I think we should call
For
Medora.
Though.
I don't trust
Medora's-
Medora,
Yeah.
but by all means.
Right.
I'm saying that we may. I don't know if you've all noticed, but this is getting very complicated. And I think that whatever happens next in our quests, multiple, may require some stronger magic than we currently possess. Because so far we have been able to discern very little. Now, I also don't trust Medora's magic. However, that's not to say it couldn't be used against someone else.
But how would we persuade her to do that? Is the question.
Well, summoning her is easy. You have been.
I was going to say, we can...
Summoning her is easy, but how would we
Yeah.
persuade her to assist us?
Well, I can use my powerful means of charisma.
She on like monkey paw rules, like for sure anything that we say to her is going to be
I think that's pretty
How could she be
secure.
I'm just saying, we also have, Truity, who has the ability to maybe discern whether or not that is deceptive.
It's iffy. It is.
There's nothing deceptive about what she did. She gave me bugs.
She did give you bugs, that's true.
I think she's 100% trustworthy.
I'm just saying, unless...
So what specifically would we have her do, though?
I would want to ask her if there is anything that could help us, whether help us or be used against someone else on either of these 3 tracks. Because when you go to your dad's office, he has associates. There are going to be other people there, or who may become aware that that your dad is in a limbo state of alive and unalive.
But he'll look exactly like his father.
Yeah.
You look of the tree.
You can do
You're a tree.
you can do a aloof profiteer, right?
That's
Like you've got that range for aloof profiteering.
Can you pretend to be a capitalist?
Yeah. Yeah. I can try.
Should we call Siggy the PI or Sig?
No! I don't know.
No, I think we should. We should tap all of the resources that we have come into contact with thus far, because as I remind us, we have a murderous angel who could unalive us again, should she become aware that we are poking around, which it sounds like we're going to do some more poking around.
Okay.
And I think we've made, I'm not saying we're not subtle, but I'm just saying the last few scenes have been
This feels like a party
big
split
scenes.
situation. I'm gonna go to Dad's office. Some people are gonna stay here and talk to the crazy man.
What about you follow the himbos?
Oh, we're gonna follow the me and Rat are following the himbos.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
But what if Wynefrede, what if you followed them? Because you're
Yeah.
small and you could just,
follow.
I mean, you could hitch a ride on the back
There
of their
are-
stuff. You could sneak in one of the boxes. You could
There
get
are
delivered.
6 of us. Plus
You
a
could get
yeah.
delivered.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Winnie could get delivered and see exactly where this stuff ends up. Who is involved? You can whatever.
Rat, would you
Eavesdrop.
go down there and cause a distraction? You can slip into one of the carts before it's loaded. I assume we're running out of time.
Should
You
I
could steal stuff.
to distract?
And I should roll stealth.
Yeah, no, this is for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
I too.
That's
What'd you roll?
Okay, wait a minute. It's 3. Wait, no.
Um,
a dirty 20 on stealth.
Yeah, you get right in there. The crate is boarded. You just slip between the slats. Still a bit tight, but you get right through.
So assumedly the workers, you would say they succeed on an ability check to not be distracted.
So you got a 3. So what I'm thinking is you start juggling things from your texture
Okay,
pocket,
well,
and just no one looks.
I have that can of axe, and also
Can you make a bomb?
Rat bomb.
Make an axe bomb.
You gotta just do one of those
Getting fire from.
matches.
Okay.
He just takes a lit match and
I can also I could
throws the
theoretically make
3. You set the boat on fire.
Great. That is distracting, for sure distracting.
I scream my boo! And just like panic call my crew members to take care of it, assumedly just like hold the ship, man. Yeah. No, everyone
then crashes.
Oh, fuck us.
No, quick.
Does
we
this provide enough
distinguish it.
cover for...
Fine.
Okay.
Wait is in the box already.
I'm just perusing as to what the box is holding. Perusing through
So yeah, you sure are. The boat it's a boat, so it's partially damp. The wood, even the parts that are not damp, are like thick with salt, like the
Mm-hmm.
air of like the docks.
Mhm.
So it's not the best like thing to set ablaze, but
It's not dry today.
It caught like a rope.
Yeah.
The rope is
Is it like fully crude?
fully through.
I
Some are off, loaded with stuff.
if there's like boat, assuming they'll like jump into like they. I'm sure there's a bosun
Yeah.
somewhere. They've got a protocol for fires on a ship.
Yes.
That's like a thing. Are there
Yeah.
people getting buckets? I tell them.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Everyone kind of
like,
burst into action.
You know where the buckets are. Go get
Go
them. Go put out that fire, boys.
Okay.
This is not a drill.
So Wynefrede is
Yeah.
on board, so that is taken
I
care
don't
of.
know if you ever get contact.
Although
with him,
we
so
did
you know
not-
at Nova's workshop, and you know where he lives, but you don't have like.
We did not
Does
arrange
Wynefrede
a meeting
back up?
point.
No,
We didn't arrange a meeting point.
no, we
She
did
has
not.
no backup, but you know she's feisty. She's feisty. She's got
Knows the way
this
around the city. Knows where the boat is.
She knows where the workshop is.
Knows where your workshop is.
I'm gonna assume.
Also,
Well,
this is the charm to contact Granger's dad.
Which I see no way to
I will pull that off of him.
yeah, there
Okay.
we go.
So
Yeah.
Which you should have anyway, because you're pretending to be him.
Winifred will
Mhm.
figure it out.
Goes in your
Okay.
pocket.
So who is gonna go with Granger, and then what was the other one? Oh, then Kraft. We're gonna track down.
Who wants to come with me to
Who's
I
Yes.
elbow my first mate. I
They're so
point
good.
at Rat, who started a fire. This imperceptible creature. I go, chase that beast.
Scamper off, yeah. I scamper off towards Rat.
And just Betty Hill your way
Yeah.
out of the scene.
Yeah, just and I'm gonna catch up close and I'm like, run to these offices, run.
It's a 19.
You
Scamper
might
and
actually lose them.
Can you
Scamper.
roll to pursue?
I pursue. I scamper. What's a scamper check? Handling? I feel like I get it. 17 animal handling. I'm
They were
keeping
scampering.
pace with the
There is a scampering.
Yeah. So that's 3 of us down. 3 of us left. No, we have 3 missions, and then the 3 of us. Oh my God, what was our third?
Kraft. We have to go find Kraft. Who's crafty?
Right.
Can we just go over to the boat?
Yes. So
Is she?
I don't know, but I just approach.
We're happy to lose her.
What
Cherish her.
would it be insight to try to see which of my crew members who's not my first mate would handle? Because I don't think I would, as the captain, solicit my own prostitute. That would
That's
be.
true. That's pretty tacky.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
send someone to go do.
You know that
Can I-
information now.
It's just insight. I feel like that's my natural. But can I roll insight to figure out like, should I?
All 3 of us
do
roll
it?
insight, and then
Who on the ship would be responsible for
we
them?
could sort of ask around. Yeah, I was gonna say I know them from the fishing.
Would Nova know? Nova, should you know the history?
No, but you don't need sex.
13.
I have 8.
What did you get?
1.
Like that is the guy who gets prostitutes. He knows all the sex workers. So you identify him.
Yeah.
I don't know which chef would be funniest. I'm gonna say Martha again.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you like talk to Martha. Martha knows what's up. I don't know if I can do a Martha Stewart impression. I'm gonna be really honest with you.
I would like my.
Yes, of course.
I nod, turn, and
You
We're
put in the bucket she was
think
using
I
to put out the
did it.
fire.
I think.
I don't even know what that is.
It seems like it.
Trust you. Truity seems worldly.
Like, decks You assume she makes some kind of call in some kind of way.
Mhm.
And after like I don't know, 10 minutes, I'm assuming you use those 10 minutes to help put out the fire.
I don't.
Okay, yeah, you put your feet up, you relax.
Yeah.
Um,
Kind of watch.
and
I would say mostly I have an eye on Winnie's cart.
yeah, well, they finish loading it, and
Take her
as
away.
it kind of leaves, a smaller carriage arrives. For
I
you.
wave.
Yeah, small carriage.
I point to the two of you and I below deck. Ambush.
Oh no, it's coming to get you. It's coming to get you. Yes.
Niles is extremely ill prepared. Extremely ill. Yes.
It's about. I love a party.
Yeah.
It was not made for this many people.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh, we're going somewhere.
you are going somewhere. You are.
Oh,
you are
we're
going
being
somewhere.
delivered to the
The
whatever
brothel.
that is.
The brothel.
Thought I have to on the ship.
The broth.
Right,
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
It's a place where
This
they
puts that as a severe disadvantage.
see some sort of.
Okay, so you've been on a boat for like
Acrobatics.
what, months at sea? You arrive.
Sure.
It's like, oh, not the girlfriend treatment entirely.
Yeah.
But this is a place in which sailors. It's nice to be on land.
Yeah.
You want to not be on the boat.
Hospitality.
Exactly.
Hospitality. Okay.
Is this circus? 'Cause she's got those little the thing. They're very shiny. They're
Yeah.
it looks like some kind of show.
They got japes here.
Sure do. That costs you extra.
Is that
The broken.
Niles? Write this down. This is where the people who do the japes get jobs. They do the show.
This is the
See, this makes
the
sense.
alumni of the Oppenheimer Institute here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that tracks.
Yeah.
Is
So yeah,
Rat off screen. Yeah.
scampering away.
Believe where they can pull those like.
this is the Starbucks.
Oh, I once saw a show where there was a ball.
Ooh. What?
I'll tell you later.
You're in the carriage.
That's a
it's very-
master's
it's very
thesis.
perfumed. You arrive to the
Mhm.
brothel. It is, as you said, circus-like in some ways. You arrive.
Japes.
Yeah.
There are many folks of many different species and genders and everything. And, after, you enter, there's just various wares being hawked. And you can fairly easily single out who is Craft. She is the craftiest of the bunch.
Of course.
Is that is she like?
I've heard she's cheesy. Too.
I was gonna say the most cheese colored.
Yeah.
Cheese colored.
She is a gnome, so she's not cheese colored, but she wears a lot of orange.
Mm.
He looks like a little macaroni, just like a little.
Approach
I
Craft.
love a
Is she actively busy? Is she by herself?
She is by herself. She is in front of a little vanity, doing her hair.
Mm-hmm. Just kind of in a main open floor.
Yeah.
She's very
It's
noodly.
not really doors, it's more like curtains. Hers is open, still open for business.
I gesture to Truity and Nova. I'm like, yeah, let's.
I'm like a dog, looking around. I'm like, I don't know what kind of show this is, but it's a very different show.
No, fully none of this means anything to Niles. It's so outside.
Just can't
his realm.
comprehend it.
It's just shit rooms.
Just body parts.
Yeah,
flailing.
I've seen a hotel before. I get apartment hotel vibes.
Yeah.
I have literally no frame of reference.
Truly,
Um,
what does it mean when this goes into this? Because
The curtains are just open.
Come on.
Yeah,
You're just one step to close them. That's not everyone.
yeah. No, but we go into Craft's private quarters.
Do you close the curtain?
Yeah, 100%.
Close the curtain.
Yeah. We walk in.
See.
Yes, it is I.
Yes.
Thought he was. Oh,
That's going to be extra.
I thought he was.
I pull out a
For
gold, toss her a
Yes.
gold.
A lot extra.
I say, well, this is
it's a really expensive show.
Oh, yeah.
Let's cut to the chase.
I think that's a good idea for us. Keep describing this. I appreciate that, actually.
Cut to the noodle.
What do we know?
Yeah. No, I assume there's like areas to sit. Like, yeah.
It's cozy. It's intimate. Yeah, there's a little love seat.
I stand.
Yeah, I think that's a good move. I think it's a really good move.
I plop down on a poof and then go.
I think the general plan is consistent. Both I opened the interrogation, Nova's backup, mind shenanigans as they're caught off guard. I think we've got this like standardized now.
Don't.
I nod. I say, thank you for seeing me on such short notice.
You have a standing reservation. What are you talking about?
Right. No, of course. It's been, again, I've been dealing with so much.
He's very stressed.
Very stressed, and been out at sea for such a long time.
That's why he smells.
Why I smell. I turn around like, now remind me, maybe some business before business. Remind me, who have we been in contact with to organize our shipments? The contacts that they sent to the ship tonight, they were absolute clowns, rife with japes. I don't know where they came from,
So,
but
Craft-
things seem to have been
Craft.
slipping in our time away.
Mrs. Craft, our captain received an injury. Yes, he was struck over the head quite forcefully.
I expect a certain level of respect.
What's this happening to the thugs?
No. This was before the thugs. However, he
A
has
certain
suffered...
level of decorum.
No. He suffered a loss to his memory, and so we've been.
Terrible.
Yeah, we've. That's
What?
You've suffered issues with your head, your memory, which is why some of these things he doesn't know, and that's why we are escorting the captain as he
Right.
reconnects with the people he knew before.
How terrible.
Yeah, my short-term memory has just been insufferable.
Can you tell us what you know?
Well, regarding your business?
Regarding my business, my contact, the standards just don't seem to have maintained since our last visit, and I've had such a time trying to recall the means by which I contact our associate.
So, I am not as involved in your business. I did introduce you to Roomba as an organization, of course. But I don't know as many details regarding your business. I simply know how I spread the message myself.
Remind me of our mutual humanoid, right? Right, they were 2 arms, 2 legs. Am I on track?
You are associate?
Tell these.
Yeah, our mutual Roomba associate. Yeah,
You can see how addled he is.
it's been such a difficult time.
He's been, and
It's
so we are having to take another route. We were hoping that by filling in some of these details, we could restore some of his memory. Because
and I
the
thought
healers
with the
have done what they
nature of
can.
our relationship,
Yes,
you might be
he
amenable.
remembered you above all.
I give her another gold.
That is more than any words ever could. Well, my associate works in the palace. Again, there are a range of individuals who we have both collaborated with. I get my information.
Dear diary.
And remind me of this gentleman's name.
Someone make up a name. I'm delegating again.
George!
George! Of the jungle, you're making me familiar. can't keep that running gag
No.
up. No, I'm nixing that.
Yeah.
George, one of the king's many advisors.
Is he an Azamar?
No, not even remotely. No.
Do you know anything about Azamars? They come visit you. Do you have connects with them?
This is not really an establishment they take interest in as a people.
And the reason that we ask, I mean, this may seem
It's overly moralist.
tangentially.
Sex workers. Not really a place of Azamar business typically.
Yes, we've had some unfortunate run-ins, and we are trying to gather more information as to how this altercation. There's been some bad blood with a particular Azamar, and so we are trying to discern as to how that happened and why Lifni is the Azamar's name might hold a grudge against the captain.
A
now.
number of
Against the
my
captain.
Yes.
potential and myself, a number of my potential
I shouldn't be
crewmen
talking
who
to
we
you.
were taking on
You need
were
to get out.
Why?
You need to get out.
I
Why?
probe her mind.
Yeah, I think this is the sort of like distracting we were waiting for.
Oh gosh.
We're on to something.
He doesn't.
Get them, boys.
I'm ready to do it.
That was a 13.
13
For
for
give any add-ons?
That was
Okay.
I don't.
Can we give advantage by pressuring her? Or I
A wave of fear come on. So
Yeah.
I'm thinking with a 13,
Yeah.
you'll find out enough. So you said the angel's after the captain?
yeah.
no, I don't mean after the captain.
You might have to clarify that because she took that as you
Yeah.
are all
A number of my potential crew who I was bringing on board from this port were killed the
Then
night
frankly, they
before
deserve
I
it.
arrived.
So that's absolute then. Rumor, and this is what is so disturbing because the Azamar
Is that how
are
you lost your memory?
no. That
Was an accident mid voyage.
yeah.
I'm told.
The line of a sail came down and
So unfortunate. I presume.
No.
yes. So this is what is so disturbing is that we heard a rumor that this Azamar has actually lost touch with its holiness and is actually absconded from its own order. And we spoke to this Azamar's closest childhood friend, and she's very worried about her. And there's been rumors that she's been killing people that have not been marked.
And
So
we
we-
thought as a rogue agent, this creature would be incredibly valuable
She
to
is.
fold into our organization.
She already is.
See, these are the details that would help the captain.
What now?
Is a correspondent that if these people have been ordered to die, then then they are opposed to Roomba.
I read her mind again. Probe it again.
Go for
See
it.
where she's at mentally.
Agent, dear diary, agent of Roomba.
12. Yeah, so she's telling the truth. She has information that she has received from multiple sources. Again, she is not like a higher up of Roomba, not in the same way Granger was, but she is very familiar with the fact that if you wronged the company, the cult, someone who is very, very powerful and kind of not really holy, fucking kills you.
Mhm.
That's why she was so.
Enforcer, as
Yeah,
they call it.
essentially. Hit woman.
Yeah.
Wait, this
So is there
the
a way?
angel is?
So
Roomba?
Yeah.
so can you? I'm wondering, Truity.
This is a cyclical plot
if-
where it ends with us dying, getting resurrected with no memory, and doing this over and over again.
Automated vacuum of a god. What did we do?
Right. So that's my question is, Truity, are we able to probe and discern what the cult of Roomba is?
What,
Does she have that kind of knowledge?
It's a money making opportunity for. That's all she cares
Okay.
about.
Can I get her talking about business dealings of Roomba that we have in common?
Or the
I
king?
just
No, who's the king's advisor? Her contact
Yeah,
with the palace.
George. How do I get in contact with George? I would like to know how do I get in contact with George and more details about our business, other contacts, other warehouses or
Look, the captain is very interested in with some of the yes, with some of the palace elite. It's always been a fantasy. Of
Well, yes, one of mine too.
Yes, and so
I nod.
how might one with them?
Well, I can give you George's information, but he works in the palace. If you attend court, I'm sure you will find him.
Excellent. I would love his contact information because the captain's not going to remember.
As private merchants in association with Roomba, I don't think would it be too terribly difficult to get an audience with George?
So he is like, and he's not like the top advisor, but he's like kind of going around doing things, plotting things.
Yeah.
So, in general, he's just like in the castle, and like if, they hold court. There's just people are around. I'm sure you could find him if you wanted to like contact him one-on-one.
Like set up a meeting.
Yeah.
I'd like
Yeah.
to set up a meeting that we can plan and maybe make him
to get into the castle under like false premises, and like I don't think you can just be like, hey, we're some dudes. Hi. Like I think you'd have to like.
But
do
is there
larger
any way
ruse.
through Roomba as the
Roomba.
captain, using the captain's identity?
There may be something that I can offer. So, this isn't. It's very embarrassing, but my family is actually royalty.
Things. Totally, fucking of course. But
Continue.
Well, and I'm just wondering if maybe we could go to court. I could do the thing where I say this is my father. I consent. The thing they do.
I looked at
Long
Kraft,
time.
as you can see.
Bewitched
Our-
by the promise of money.
Yeah.
No, you
Our
don't
new
exist anymore.
associates are a highly effective part of our organization that I brought aboard.
Wait, what?
My new associates that I've brought aboard my crew and into our organization are highly effective, highly valuable.
Clearly.
Now, if there was any issue getting a hold of George, it sounds like we have it under control, actually. So
Craft, you
we'll be off.
That's all.
Before we go, I want to know, has Kraft heard about the bodies that appeared at the dock a few days ago?
Kraft does not keep up with things. Kraft is a busy woman. Busy. Really is.
There's no money in it, so
Exactly.
I'd toss her a third gold, and I say
you have been so helpful.
that would be all.
Your Majesty.
I will.
I'll send for you.
See you next time. So you guys get out.
I think so. I don't think there's anything else that would be here, just broadly.
Okay, so I know I said I was royalty, but I should preface.
Are you still within like the brothel?
Oh yeah, I imagine we're sort of
You
walking.
said
towards the door.
royalty,
Yeah,
like 8 heads turned to you. So
Yeah, we're like in the main area.
Okay, let's go.
skedaddle.
So then we leave.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys are outside.
So there's a little problem, just a little. It's really minor. It's probably not even a big deal. But my family, how do I put this? They hate me deeply, profoundly. I said it was to an orc prison. Yes. So
It's where you found Orc Jesus. We all know that.
right. What I didn't tell you is how I
This
got
is right
there.
around the corner.
Your family send you to orc prison?
Well, no,
Roads.
exactly. See, okay.
I'm not here. I'm just.
When I was
Your
younger,
Granger on the breeze.
I was kidnapped by orcs, and they ransomed me to my family. My family told them to just go ahead and keep me.
Oh.
And
Should I go back and get Kraft? Do you have this?
No, I'm just saying that we may just have to be.
No, like it's cool, but like, do you have this?
No, totally. I just wanted to let you know so it wasn't a surprise if someone mentioned something. We're just gonna have to be ready for those answers. We're gonna have answers ready to go.
Could you describe for me what, I don't know, one of your parents, siblings, something looks like?
Oh, like me, kind of pointy ears and
Will we have to fight?
What?
Will we have to fight?
No, I mean we're in another kingdom. This is from the Forgening kingdom.
Oh.
So this is another. So we're
So
going
they
to go to court,
might not know.
right? But if
Like,
they've
there's an official
heard,
story. Like, were you
Right.
just like sent away to school, or like, what's the?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
the-
Is they could have heard that I died, or that I don't know, that I ran off with orcs, which again I did not. I was kidnapped. But whatever the story is, we should perhaps be prepared for that.
I'll try to probe them to see what kind of answers they want to hear.
Mhm.
I will also need.
I've got a disguise. I've got a minor illusion that I can. use.
Okay, but
Oh God, you're still in the Holy Ghost.
yes, because I don't think so. I mean, I don't know if you rub elbows with royalty very often, but they don't actually wear this. So
I've got another like 16 GP that should be enough to like get some clothes.
yes, but remember, I'm supposed to be a princess, so usually it is not something that we could get at any shop because they have dressmakers and
Maybe the
I'm-
magical woman creature
Yeah,
might
Oh,
have something.
Medora.
Medora.
we could go full monkey's paw fairy godmother. You know, the common phrase.
Right. We could, yeah, and I mean that's possible unless we have access to some sort of illusion that is powerful enough to maintain over time.
I think I can manage that.
Okay.
As long as I maintain concentration. Myself, I can disguise. We can keep with the privateer cover story, or we also have connections to Roomba. For any one of your connections to that organization, you could be coming to Paris. We can develop that further, but I think there's something there as sort of a private security or people in your employ.
We should attempt to perhaps make contact with someone in the palace who could confirm or clarify what the rumor or information about me
Do you
might
think
be.
you could reach out to George by correspondence?
Possibly. But it's going to be very strange if they've heard that I'm dead, or worse, that I am an enemy of the crown.
Yeah.
And then that might spotlight us in a way that is not helpful.
Mm.
Because the thing is if I am in fact dead, then I could pose as some sort of distant relation. Although it would be very unlikely, I think. I mean, I don't know. I don't hobnob with the royalty here, but I think it'd be very unlikely that I could receive an audience if I'm just a distant relation, as opposed to.
But George is kind of like a dude. Like, he's not. I think.
Well, yeah, we
getting
could talk to
in-
George. I just mean, like, if we want to speak to someone higher up, if it turns. I'm
Gotcha.
just getting this feeling, this terrible feeling, that it seems like there's like a pyramid to this organization.
It's very feudal.
And it just seems like maybe as we go, I just have a feeling that it's not going to end with George.
We may need to
Yeah.
call the gang back soon before
Yeah.
we get.
Yes, and we need to know.
Can
again.
we like move on to the carriage, assumedly
Yeah.
that'll take
Yeah.
us back? Okay. And finish this conversation. But there's
You guys are
the
talking in the carriage.
there's the
Yeah.
seeds of a plan here,
Yeah.
and the details will come together. But I think there is for sure something here.
Has anyone heard from Winnie?
So
Oh.
you've been in transit. I'll say you'll arrive nowish. We'll say it's been like 30 minutes of just kind of you in the crate bumping along. Roll to see if you get nauseous.
You do fly everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not exactly like the greatest place to be.
If that's a constitution, that's a 10.
Fine. Some like hard unknown objects just kind of like floating around you sized in the hay. You haven't gotten knocked with any of those. You're not like thrilled, but you're fine. You're not gonna puke.
It's been 30 minutes of you just being like alone in the dark, kind of shaking. So unfun, but you've had worse. So after a time, everyone arrives. The people start to unload everything. They don't open the crate, but they do like lift it and they take it inside somewhere. And there's like a thump as they put it down, and there's other things that are moved in beside it. And after a time, the door closes, and you can wait as long as you'd like to figure out if they're coming back or not, but it feels like they might not be.
It feels like they might not be. She's just gonna sneak out of the crate because she's small. She can hide anywhere.
Absolutely. So, you're out of the crate. You're in a dark room. Would you like to? Have you tried to figure out what's inside the crate, or just been like?
No, she was gonna investigate as she was bumping along, see if she couldn't like feel anything.
Yeah. So while these specific objects are kind of unknown to you, some of them are like pretty stones, like iridescent. Other things are like bits of metal. Like they feel valuable, and you can feel a sense of magic radiating from them. But there's nothing like specifically where like, oh yeah, this is the lost talisman, and it's the like. It's just like, oh, there's these are. Have stuff like it's important, it's been hidden and shipped in, and of some clear value. It's unclear what exactly that value is, or rather how it intends to be used, but you do understand why this was smuggled. And yeah, you're in the dark room. Would you like to try to find a door? Would you like to try and find light? Would you like to it seems like it's like a storage room.
She's going to try and yeah, she's gonna try to find a door.
Yeah. So fairly easily you can see like a little bit of light. The spot between like the door and the threshold is not great, so your ability to get out is kind of going to be like more open door than go under door, but you can kind of figure out how you'd like to try that. But there is a way out, kind of same way everyone came in. There's only the one door. There are no windows. You're just here.
Uh-oh.
I think you can open the door. I believe in you. You opened a lot of windows.
Kind of.
Done your best.
Might as
We
well.
believe in you.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Strength?
Strength, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The -1 modifier.
Oh my god. Okay.
That's a heavy
Modded
door.
wall.
I'm gonna say roll again. I have a solution if you don't get it the second time. Don't worry.
That is a 7.
If you don't get it the second time, after like a good bit of struggling, someone does open the door. It is a fairly large dragonborn man, one of the thugs. Just a guy. And he like is carrying a smaller like crate of things. Like it's a crate of things. It's different materials, different than the ones you've had, but yeah, he's not noticing the fairy kind of like on the like the door opens inwards, so you're like on the handle. You get moved with it. Hell yeah.
That is a 20.
He's only illuminated by the light of like the corridor, so like he's not expecting someone here. So yeah, you get out. You're in a hallway. It is lit by not by like candlelight or torches, but by like small bulbs, like kind of cheaper than a sconce, but you get the gist. It is electric. It is technology powered. It's kind of like this is like the main door at the end of the hall. Beyond that, it's just kind of like a tunnely kind of route. Like it's concrete, but you can tell that you are like beneath the earth.
I guess she's just gonna follow the tunnel.
Yeah. So you go. There's another door. This one I will just say is like open because people are still kind of going back and forth. You open it. There's just stuff. These are just cardboard boxes. Some of them. Couple chemicals, but like they're like under like a sink, not like things are in storage. It's just like almost like it's too small to be a warehouse, but it feels like the back end of a shop.
Cool.
Stairs,
and the top of them, like, you were in a shop, or like the other side, there's like a loading area behind the shop of like that's where the cart was.
What type of shop is it?
Well, you go in, and in front it's just like a glamorous, like, well, it's in the uptown area, and they're selling like fancy soaps. Like, it's honestly feels like nothing. Like, it smells amazing. There are too many smells. But like soaps and body scrubs and like things that should not be as expensive as they are. But it just is like a nice little place.
Like it's not a sketchy
It's
business.
the least sketchy business you could imagine.
What's
Instrument are other storefronts. When you look at the window, you see the symbol of Roomba.
Is that the snapped apple leaf, the symbol?
No, it's just like the other little symbols the detective had. That was a doodle from the student.
I think she's going to hide. The shop is overwhelming smells. Forgot that it was soap and not clothes.
Because
Should
the way
she
this
hide in the
kind-
shipments again?
Yeah.
Just to see who controls them all?
because the way this place is structured, like all the shops, there are like someone is living above this place. If you want to go find them,
Ooh,
yeah.
I do want to go find.
All right. So you go up there, and it's like a family lives here, like at least one parent and one presumed child. It's nice. It's not, too nice. Like, the shop is nicer than the actual home itself. But you can see like children's toys, like blocks and stuff in like the little living room.
Are they actually like there? Is the family at home?
It's the middle of the night, so they're asleep, but they are there.
Can she rifle through like a desk or something?
Yeah,
to see
absolutely.
if they have anything to do with Roomba?
Yeah. So you dig through all this paperwork, and there's most of it's just like documenting inventory, the in and the out of just kind of like maintaining a storefront. And at some point, like, you piece together like the desk, that one of the drawers is like sealed with a key. But it's a family, and they don't expect people to rifle into the thing, so the key is in another drawer. So you find the key and unlock it, and it's just information, and it's regarding like protection, and that it's mostly information about like the corridor being built beneath this place, that had to be kind of constructed, and that they receive financial kickback for kind of hosting these things.
So they don't have anything really to do with Roomba. They're just getting monetary.
Pretty much, that they are the biggest, like, some degree of like certain products go to funding Roomba, but they also make profit on that as well. Like, it's just like a percentage, and the way like things are upcharged. They get paid for hosting these things. There's a certain discount people can get if they have like cufflinks the same way Granger Senior does, or other like sort of clue-in objects, but they are not overwhelmingly involved. If you're really going through their tax info, again, you can see like other like donations that have been, or like exchanges that have kind of gone on with it, like presumed shell companies. But this is like you should roll, because this is like put on like your accounting hat, and that's like a lot of numbers. Good.
Am I doing like an intelligence saving throw or something? That's amazing.
Yeah, so you have fully comprehended kind of everything that I've just said. Of just that, again, it's kind of the same revelation that Rat had. I don't know if Rat shared with you, where like everything in this area has like the sense of there just being like a massive web. Again, you don't really have a clear sense of where the money is going, where it came from, like the in and the out, like just that you can see the transactions taking place, but not really what they mean. But like the comprehensive sense of involvement of they are not alone in this. They are one part of an absolute like sprawl of just businesses involved in this in some way, presumably hosting similar product. Yeah, you don't really get like a meeting time. You can maybe dig through like your mail and kind of see like the original letter. Steel mail, docs. The original, like, if you really like are spending a lot, yeah, you got a 19, you're fine. You can see like the proposition being made, like people back far enough of like lend us your space, and we will give you the symbol, and we will give you kind of like
the financial kickback of it, that this is something that has been pitched to them in the same way it's kind of been pitched to like everyone else, of like almost like a developer scheme of different ways in which like if you join this syndication you will receive a benefit. But beyond that, again, it's a surface level involvement.
Does the tunnel lead to anywhere else, or is it just like a very contained tunnel?
It's a very contained tunnel, but you can imagine that other like places next door have similar ones. There could be a network, but to whom does it benefit for there to be one is kind of the question. Where I think if you really wanted to like Kool-Aid Man through a wall, you probably could just crash into another like storage container, but they're not really connected.
I think she's
Right? Like, okay, yeah.
just to see if it's going in. I mean, she doesn't need to eat or sleep, so it's
Yeah,
like,
then you're pretty good.
you don't need to what? She doesn't need to eat or sleep.
Okay. I didn't know
So
that.
I need to hack that up.
That's
She
normal.
just does for the sake of it, because why not? But she doesn't need to.
Okay.
Yeah, so the one guy and some of the other thugs like continue to unload things, but kind of like when it's done, you just hear them like dust off and like being like, okay, good work, boys. Like, you staying put?
She's staying put.
Okay, yeah.
She doesn't think that there's like, unless she thinks that it would be better to follow them.
I have no
Should I
idea.
roll insight for that?
Yeah, sure.
See if she thinks she would get better answers with following the index. You know, she's just staying put.
Okay, sure. Yeah, so they lock you in. I don't know if there's any way of contacting the team. I don't think you do.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
you do the charm. You do the charm. Okay, so you're all set. Yeah, they lock you in. They call it a night. They go get a beer and they go home. They wouldn't have been useful anyway. You're in there. So, scampering team.
You're in there.
Yeah, we've been scampering.
You sure have.
So we've been.
I'm going in a particular direction. so
At some point, you are.
I imagine after we, because the sort of scampering off was to give us an out to be
Yeah.
away from everybody. So after that,
At some point, you stop scampering, assuming Rat is going to also stop
Wait.
scampering.
wait.
I slow, but I don't
I
slow.
I start to. I'm like been scampering, and then it's slow to like a jog. It's like, so I know presumably where.
Yeah, you got the address, I believe. Sure. Yeah, we're still too early in civilization for a skyscraper, but we're not that far off. It is a business building. It's
Large
where
business building.
business
center
takes
town.
place. So
Business.
yeah, you arrive. There's like a fountain out front.
Smells like
Snobby. So,
Okay.
are you gonna break into the front door or the back door or when?
Do I need?
Well, there's nothing in this for me, so I look like a sad sack of cloth right now. I don't think about any of this. After killing Granger's dad was taken off the table, I've lost interest. Whatever is happening here.
That's fair.
What would you? I'm sure there's an intern here
More
that no one
arson.
would mind if you ate. So
You guys are not understanding.
I know.
Is that intern a god?
I know it's hard. It's hard because the intersection of people that
Business
Rat
shouldn't
wants to
have
eat and
Yes.
people it's okay for Rat to eat is very small.
Yes.
You know, that people
But you guys are
are so
pursuing
low on the rung that
contacts
no one would
up
notice.
the
It's like-
organization chain to the Azamar.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
you
that's
could eat
kinda-
room boss.
Future. Yeah.
We're here to investigate Granger's father's involvement in the cult of Roomba.
And to steal
Steals shit from his office.
I'm just walking through the front door.
I also.
It's 10 p.m.
It's 10. It's 10. Is there anybody in
It's
the?
11 p.m.
Is there anybody in the building?
I'm still wearing the bunny.
Yes.
Okay, so is there like a wire inside of that?
Yeah. Good work.
Can I use one of the bunny ears?
Yes.
Stumbling forward.
Okay. What is that?
Sleight of hand.
Oh fuck yeah! You destroy it. You break in. You don't destroy it. It looks untouched to the outside. There's no sign it has been tampered with.
No skyscrapers. No automated security systems. No, none of that stuff.
So they are involved in Roomba, so there is some like technology to it in terms of like there's going to be surveillance inside.
What does that mean?
Yield technology.
What?
So it's magic.
Yield
It's
surveillance.
Okay.
There's cameras.
Based.
Okay.
So it's the intersection of magic and technology is like the crux of it.
So
hence
what-
logging?
What does it look like in this like lobby area?
So you've opened the door, and the camera is kind of like more pointed at the elevator. But I would assume that like it's something you can like identify and reach, just because your sleight of hand was so good that you clearly have this unlocked.
I don't care about any of that, and I just go straight for the elevator.
Very fair. So it's like a little like area
Why
where a
is it
receptionist can sit. There's again ye old magic elevators.
Is there a security room, like a security?
Sure, we need to get past this one camera.
Just there. Okay, I shoot the camera.
Arrow, right?
I don't notice that happening at all. I was just here inside the street.
Arrow's going right into the camera. That is a 16 to hit
Yep,
the camera.
the camera's obliterated.
That's cool. That's good. That's good. Okay, I
take the
move
parts.
past,
Yes,
move
you
past that.
go to the elevator to get the button, you come back and you take the parts.
It's-
Your texture pocket is so textured.
That's not going in the texture pocket.
Where's it
How
going?
dare you make it
Where's it going? The pocket. I didn't the
Don't assume rat's pockets.
Parts pocket.
parts pocket. How can I forget?
It's is that so? I have access to this. Is security room on this floor? Is there like?
I'd say yeah, it's kind of like a door. Like there's a staff only door behind the receptionist desk. And
Okay.
you, like go in. You kind of like glance to make sure it's anywhere else. And you go in, and there is like a little like coffee center, but there's also like where the cameras are just meant to like a hum.
Yeah.
And no, it's not
Knowing enough about securities to realize that that camera is like an eye and thus disabling it will stop it from seeing me. The idea of like a control panel for a security system is alien. So this Rat, I call Rat in to ask for help because I don't know what any of the buttons are for.
I don't know what any of this shit is.
Yeah.
Any of this shit means.
You look
Yeah.
like your dad, Granger.
Yeah,
just act
you have
opposite.
reason to be here.
Yeah, no, I'm standing there confidently. I'm just confidently asking for a lot of help. I have no idea.
I got the can of Axe.
And
And you spritz the magic security system.
Yes.
All right, the guard comes out of the bathroom and goes, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Okay, well, as long as the cameras are, he's got
I
to die
go
too.
to Granger and I go, he's supposed to be here, and he told me to do this.
He looks at you, he's like,
I've got
I forgot his last name. Oh my god.
Oh, Hidewell?
No,
no,
his name. Dad's name.
Granger. I've just been calling him Senior. Let's.
Yeah, me too. Just here.
Granger Senior. His name's Senior.
This.
What? I like look around like because I assume this place is like staunchly capitalistic and hierarchical. I look around like, who the fuck do you think you are talking to? Like, holy shit! Did somebody
Intimidate.
did somebody pay you enough to start saying words?
I
Oh,
can't
wow.
good at this.
there's something of your father. in
Yes, I was just to say.
You
Um,
look like him. What you got?
I got a 16.
Yeah. He cowers.
You did get the psychic info dump.
Yeah, you
at this
did.
point of view.
So now you know what it feels like to subjugate and dehumanize your underlings.
Wow. There's dark Granger.
You must feel
Dark
very
Granger
conflicted.
welling up inside.
This man.
Sure, go for it.
Well, he's being
Well, he's
bullied
being-
by the CEO.
I'm like, I need you to go unlock my office if it's locked. I've just got some late night business, and also never ever question me ever again.
My apologies. Please don't hurt my family.
Thank you, and thank you for saying that because I would have, and I'm glad you know that I could.
He scampers off.
Isn't it nice?
It's effective. God damn it, it's effective.
You notice, but he's too scared
God,
to stop
really?
you. You got keys, so now he can't open the door. Even though he's scampering like he can. You got keys. You got a stick of gum. I know. Got a bottle opener. He drinks on the job because it's night shift. He has to give a fuck. Sleeps most of the night.
As
You
one
got.
does.
Mhm.
As one does.
Yeah, exactly.
Mhm.
So that's 11. So it's not great. So you can feel like probably something else you missed, but that's all you get. He scampers
So I have the key ring now.
So he can't open the door, but he's got yelled at, so he's just like, I'm gonna stay, I guess.
Okay, well I keep the key ring and I put it in one of my many pockets.
Of course.
What are we doing?
We need that key ring to get into my office. We need to use that key.
What is it?
The guard has run there. I follow him like I know where it is, but he's leading me there.
Yes.
So we.
So you guys are standing from the elevator, he's like trying to like hurry it. It gets there, and it's a magic elevator. He
Yeah.
goes in, he presses the button. you're done.
Yield, that was
I don't like being stuck in this elevator.
Huh?
I don't like to enclose
Would you like
space.
to climb out of the hatch on top and climb up the wires?
No, but I'm clutching the security guard and shaking him to make it go faster.
Are you powering or are you angry?
I'm furious! You're fucking me.
Could have taken the stairs.
Told you that was an option.
Look, all we know is we're gonna make this security guard pay.
As we're going to Torvald.
His worst decision was being on shift tonight. That was mistake number one.
Correct.
That's right.
So I look at him and I go, I'm going to make you rue this day.
Yeah, you don't need to make him crack. He's already ruined.
Yes. There's a lot. Rue.
So,
Making a fine rue here.
Yeah.
so you
Proud of that one.
you stop at the second to top floor, and he lets you out, and he scampers off to like. So there's another like receptionist area. Granger Senior is a receptionist. And he unlocks the door, and it's all glass. Oh yeah, he gets there and he stops. He touches his pocket. He looks at you because he knows you have it. And he looks at the lock. He looks at you and he's like,
Okay, I go there and I start trying every single key. One by one.
he doesn't want to speak because he was told not to. But he
I
doesn't know
slap
which
his
key.
hand out of the way. I'm like, I'm gonna take you for this because you are untrustworthy.
I'm not sure I'm rooting for us.
Look, he's a cog in the capitalist machine.
Right.
He agreed to work
He
for this
chose
company.
it somehow.
It's malicious, and he's working against me specifically.
That's right.
How long? does
Look,
it
how
take
dare
to
he
do
try and
those?
feed his family?
Yeah.
Who asked him to feed his family?
He's mean to his
There are
kids.
12 keys, so it takes you like a little bit, and you get it done.
Okay, I keep the keys.
Of course you do. And he like looks between you two. And he's like, "Sir, is there anything else that I can assist you with?" He takes that as disrespect.
Let Red take it.
He doesn't know to sir, madame you, and he just kind of settles her like,
I have multiple degrees. Okay,
doctor, run away, doctor,
Throwing her degrees.
Esquire, sergeant. And he books it. So,
I don't know what light switches or lights are, so I cast the spell light to see around this room. And would like to.
don't.
So I would just like to search records and just search the room.
Yeah.
Search the room. 11 perception.
okay. So the place is kind of like the center of it is just this massive desk which has like some paperwork on top, but it's mostly just like the not shelves. The drawers have like a bunch of stuff that you can kind of rifle through at your leisure. It has like a pen on top. It has information. There's cactus in the corner of the room. There are like two like little chairs for people to speak in, for him to speak to, to sit in, and then his own chair. Speak at, yep.
That's right.
Is much larger. A ridiculously expensive rug. Some art on the wall that is kind of ugly but very expensive. Yeah. So, what are you looking for in the paperwork?
Anything about Roomba?
Yeah. So, when you peruse through it, again, it's in, like, disgusting jargon of just, like, financial information that is hard to parse. Would you like to roll intelligence?
Sure, I'll see you free.
Rat, would you also like to roll intelligence?
Fully lost the plot at this point. I don't know what he's doing.
You're looking at the cactus.
Fully just looting, like throwing things off the ground.
You use a glass paperweight that's kind of like shaped like nothing, but you just fucking chuck it. There are those like little like the thing with like the balls where
Can I take one of the balls?
Well, they're attached to a
Suck
string.
it
You
up.
rip it off.
Yes.
Okay, you have one ball.
Obviously.
And you have at least one ball. I don't know what the pockets will you got. What did you get?
I got a 17.
Oh yeah, so you can actually decipher this.
I'll pardon
the
present.
the elf.
Will
Why
be
not?
pursuant to Article 13. Yes.
You must become the evil in order.
God
Oh my
damn.
God,
Live,
stop.
die a hero.
It's fine.
Live long enough to see your
So you're reading through all the stuff.
This was Granger's story all along.
We thought it was to kill your father, but really it's just to become.
Yes.
There's like a red
Yeah,
But for now, your dad lives.
Say, like this legalese jargon. I'm like,
Actually, not the security guard. The janitor is like mopping in the hall, and you hear him humming that.
slaps roof. Like you could exploit so many people with this baby.
And you will. So you're digging through paperwork, and again, it is unlike the little soap shop. There are files up of files. This is again an international corporation. They are dealing with numbers beyond like the scope of reason. They have like kind of like a hand on everything of just like they're working in mostly logging, but also they produce timber for building. They produce planks for like flooring. They produce any kind of
Truly the Johnson and Johnson of lumber.
yes. Anything you need timber for, they have it. They are funding it. It's very involved. And so the involvement with Roomba is not anything specific to timber. They're not doing anything with the boards. The boards are not really of relevance. It is wood. There's only so much you can really do with it. But that's not really Roomba's interest in it. They're not trying to like innovate wood. They are trying to just use this to funnel money into their own deeds. So Granger Senior is somewhat of like a sponsor where his interests are not in like he pays them and his interests are more in the technology to harvest wood than it is in like the actual selling of it, of finding better ways to fell trees more efficient, more effective. Again, they have destroyed a great deal of land, and the goal is to destroy more and to do it faster and better and more efficiently.
That's right. I am going to use this committee for terrorism. Like
As one should.
I'm
Yeah, you know their whole
I'm
operation.
gonna play the longest con and become the head of the CEO of this company, and then burn it all.
You already are.
No, must wait. We can do more damage later.
Biting or
Roll to bite.
yeah, biting is more my speed.
That's gnawing on the desk.
I don't really care about what's happening here. I respect you and your desire to upend power structures.
Yeah.
I feel that very
What do
deeply.
you get out of this, Rat? You've been following us along for a while. I want to I sit down and have like a sort of frank conversation. What do you?
chair are you sitting in?
I see. Yeah, I see.
So you have a lesser and smaller chair
What?
you decide to sit.
What do you?
Sitting, I'm
I've wondered because
6'4".
you didn't get killed by the assassin, so you don't have that be.
Roll the psychoanalyze rat.
What do you get out of this? What do you get out of this, Rat? 21 insight check. What do you get out of this?
Waiting. I'm biding my time.
Oh.
You won't bide your time to commit eco-terrorism. What will you bide your time for?
Well, nothing here.
Nothing here. But so I get that you don't have any vested interest in anything that's going on right now. So where is your interest vested in us? Don't you have? Wouldn't it be more prudent to go? You would be less bogged down if you went and searched for a god on your own. I feel like. So what about us? What is it?
Weird shit has been happening to you.
It's true.
The most weird shit of any other people in this entire kingdom
Okay.
has happened to only you.
And that's take me to the next step. Take me where this intersects with your interests. I'm just really curious because I just feel like I've been super transparent and let out a lot of trauma in front of you guys. I've really laid myself bare.
To me.
You know,
Tell anything.
That's Rat's go-to.
In the context of a roleplay situation where you were my father, which was actually a
You
real.
did shoot Rat with an arrow.
So I hate this framing because I was trying to keep you from locking us in a greenhouse. I counterattacked. This was always been framed as an assault, but I counterattacked your initial action of like locking us in.
Fucking tell him, Granger.
Shooting someone with an arrow.
Those greenhouse doors were like 3-foot steel with hermetic seal. Like that was essentially killing. We were not getting out of that greenhouse.
To see your
Just like the
sources of
woods were threatening your father. What was he just counterattacking those trees when he
No, he
strip
very
mined
clearly strip mined them. They just didn't.
It's aimed at me. I think you should.
That's correct. That's true. I have a lot of animosity. It is not directly aimed at you, Rat. I have an extreme respect for you as a creature.
Roll to lie.
As a creature that has lived within civilization, this hulking forest of steel, smog, and all of humanity's mistakes, and then you've found a way to coexist and even thrive in this environment. And for that, the persistence of nature to live on, I'm reverent and respectful. But
however,
the character, the thing that it has produced, I don't understand. Your motives. Again, like, is it ultimately that you want to eat this angel? Is that because that would make sense that we're taking you to this angel and you want to eat this angel when we get there? Is that true?
which might be.
Can I have that? Will you give me just a little smidgen of your motive? Maybe. Man. Okay. I'll take maybe. I'll take
another fire.
no.
Okay. I walk out of the room.
Rat. Will you just show me what you look like in the face? You show me what your face looks like. Will you? Okay. She just left. All right. Well, I get up rather embarrassingly after having said that to an empty room.
Wow, that is really sad. I picture this scene. The camera tight on your face. Would you just level with me?
This is
empty for.
This is my Joker arc. Like this, I was gonna be. I might have been a nice CEO before this, and now.
Yell at that security guard.
At least you can agree on that.
I think so too. I think we should both.
You did not get any information like where your contact is, but you did get like a routing number for a bank.
Okay. I write down that routing number.
You sure do.
Yeah. Pull that. And the bank,
bank.
is there an was there any form of
bank.
identification on Granger's father or in this room that's like a key card that's like, what's up?
Do you want like a
I want a landing. I want something that I
a
can flash
debit
to people and be like, I am a high-ranking executive at this company, so that I never have to deal with.
also on like a
bad
string, like a retracting
Yeah.
string.
Yeah.
Like, put it to your like lapel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I grabbed that too.
So I have like this intuition that maybe it's Winnie, right? Winnie, that Winnie may be trapped, and that Granger may have turned into Dark Granger.
No, I think those are really likely.
It's like something's happening. I don't like it.
Start getting nervous.
in the force.
What?
Doesn't think she's trapped. She's just chilling.
Yeah.
She's like,
All vibes.
she's
She's
like,
like,
nothing else.
You think
Hey,
you think she'd be good until tomorrow if it takes that long?
Yeah, she's
Chilling.
good for weeks. Like, she full on doesn't care.
Do you want it?
I think
I feel like
this
she's
would be a
like
good small split.
Yeah.
Shit's going down. Dark Ranger, Winnie's trapped. We're ready to meet back up with everyone.
Right.
Disturbance in the forest.
yeah.
Again.
After
Yeah.
Craft.
Oh, crap.
So we will be back next year to be determined day.
Yeah. Ooh.
But have a good winter.
Happy
month.
holidays.
Happy holidays.
Yay.